All right, hey, welcome back to Roll Your Damage. Today, we're a little bit, well, I should say I'm a little bit frazzled with trying to remember everything that happened last time. It's been about 3 weeks since we actually played last. And this time around, we have less going on in the background. As you can see, the blue blanket we usually have up was going to block some of the air coming through the house, so we wouldn't be able to cool down at all. So that's not going to happen this time around. However, where we left off last time, after the barn with the goblins that you all took on and destroyed, almost burned down the barn in the process.
And I almost burned off my dick.
Yeah, you collected your debt. You walked around and asked around for more available options for making money. A few of you had spoken to the animal keeper, or well, I should say, animal trapper. And a few of you went to talk to Alexander, but were told that you would have to come back in the morning. Other than that, was there anything else I'm missing?
Well, I think we're good for
We have
now.
horses now.
We're looking for the cart, too.
Quest at 8 in the morning.
8 in the morning, add Morty's creatures.
Before sunrise. There's for that dude with the heads.
With the octopus skeleton.
Can I have that drink?
No. You're in the balance now.
You literally can.
Let me grab one thing.
Alright.
Okay, so where did we left off? Who's doing what and who wants to do what from now?
We had just come from Morty's creatures. Was Grant
I
involved?
think we were getting ready to go and sleep after we met up with
Yeah,
everybody
we're gonna-
because we had to wait till the morning. right?
So
Get the quest and then...
me, her, and Loris were heading towards the city hall to meet up with these two.
Okay.
I think me and you were going towards a tavern to see if we could find anybody that possibly knew about anything we could work on.
Oh, so... I really don't think so.
Don't recall. I think you guys already did
But-
everything.
Yeah,
I think
we already did
were
everything.
meeting
We were
up
just
to
getting
get
up to go to
ready.
bed.
Was there
Yeah.
anything at the blacksmith shop?
I went in there to see if I could get studded armor, but it was expensive.
Okay.
Okay, so anyways.
It was like, what
Well,
was
I
it?
say
It was the same price
we
as this
take a
was.
nap.
Okay.
I do like naps.
I agree with that statement. I'm still down in health.
Okay, so we're going to meander over to the inn.
All right, to the inn. Do you have any specific one in mind?
Not the one we stayed at last.
Are we going to spend the night at
We
the
already
inn?
pissed him off though. Like I think that's
Are we?
a good idea.
Here's the
Look,
question
the
now.
nasty
We have a
face.
barn.
Oh, we do have a barn.
Oh yeah, she's
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay,
She's
now
like
we're all
staying
caught
there.
up. That's right. We had you guys right at the graceful steed about to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, there we go.
So, as we cut to that, and no one even knows anything that just happened. So, you wake up in the morning. Would anybody like to roll a perception check for me?
Me.
She said it first.
How'd you do?
8.
8? There's a
Can I assist?
There's a noise coming from the barn that you're in right now. All of you took naps upstairs where the hay was mostly kept. In the loft, yeah. And
Is that a short rest or a long rest?
it was a long rest. Everyone gets a long rest. And you hear a strange noise as the door seems to be opening. But with an 8, you tend to not think too much about it and just keep your eyes closed while you're resting a little bit longer. Before you suddenly hear the door swing open and you hear horses neighing and lots of hoofs hitting the ground. And you look down to see the owner is now herding in a new set of horses.
You guys! New horses! Wake up!
Taxes. What?
I don't know why it's relevant, but there's new horses here.
Ah, the ordered horses. It must be the two we requested
I didn't.
from the job. Remember yesterday? She promised us horses.
Yes. We can fire 'em too.
Hey, ma'am.
Oh, hi. So you actually came. You stayed the night then. Good.
We did.
Sorry about that.
No worries at all.
So, yes, these 3 horses right here, I brought them over for you. Let them get fed and all that, and then you're free to go with them.
All 3 of them?
All 3 of them. As per payment.
Well, we cannot thank you enough. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, not a problem. I've got a few different steeds here. This one's just one of the good ones.
Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. While we have you here, was there any luck on locating a cart from your end?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any carts or cart salesmen. I asked around some of the townsfolk, and none of them have any that are for sale. But I didn't exactly search up north, so might want to search that side of town.
Well, we do appreciate it.
Of course.
So alright if we keep our horses here until we're ready to depart.
Absolutely. Just know if you're getting a cart from up north, the city, it's going to be quite a hassle getting through the city.
Oh yes, that makes perfect sense.
Should Alexander come back for our call, we should have a little bit more luck with that, at the very least.
True. I was going to speak to the scruffy man. The lizard den.
Ah, yes, of course. Morty's creatures.
Morty.
Don't be careful around him with the topic of rats.
Don't be
Are you on about
He's-
Marty?
Marty. He's weird about his rats.
Not Morty.
You aren't thinking of doing business with Marty, are you?
Would that be a problem?
Well, I suppose not.
Do you know what kind of business he typically dabbles in?
Well, we're around the city. He's not exactly the most ethical of trappers.
Of course not. He has things in cages.
Yeah.
How does
thanks.
he pay?
He won't let me eat his rats.
I suppose you'd have to pay for it.
Even the feral ones? I'm a survivor, not a thief.
You're a strange man, is what you
I am a hermit. And a survivor.
He has a specific palate.
Specific, very specific. It must be raw.
Nothing in Marty's, store is usually let free on accident. So I wouldn't go near those rats if I were you.
You seem to hesitate when you said store.
Well,
Why is that?
I don't exactly buy things from him, and I don't see a lot of people doing so, unless it's late at night.
How does he stay open
He has his ways, I assure you. There's a bit of a... how do I say this? I'm not trying to come off like, paranoid, but if I were you, I'd stay far, far away from Marty.
then? Thank you for your insight.
Hmm?
So thank you for your insight.
Of course.
Do you know who's in the downstairs area of his store?
Well, that should be Marty himself, unless...
Do you know who the cashier person is?
No, sir.
What exactly is a cashier?
I'm not sure.
Is that better?
Well, I want to seek my curiosity.
Well, just keep an eye out. I don't trust that man. I don't trust that business.
See.
I keep horses, not creatures, and not certainly what's rumored to be staying there.
What's rumored to be staying there?
Well, rumor has it he's a...
You can spend freely.
Rumor has it he's a slaver.
Ah.
Slaver.
Yeah.
Would be
It's only rumors, but I've heard some tall tales of...
Rolling intimidation.
Why are you
3.
intimidating her?
God damn it.
You
Got
come
me.
across like a little ant.
He's like,
Okay.
what do you mean by slaver?
What about a sliver?
There's been sightings of people with, well, handcuffs going in and out of there. Usually escorted by Marty or one of his cohorts.
Could it be some sort of kink club?
Far be it from me to judge someone for that, but it didn't seem they were willing.
Give me
It's part of the act
details.
sometimes.
Perhaps.
Slaving legal in this country.
Of course not. That's something you could find maybe in Gadrax, but not here.
That just makes me more curious. My friends.
Perhaps we should take on this job for Marty and then talk to Alexander.
Let's see what we can find out. I do appreciate it.
Of course. Do me a favor. Don't lose these horses to Marty.
We won't.
God knows what he does to creatures.
They'll stay here until we are ready to disembark. But it seems we have business.
Good.
We'll bid you adieu then.
Have a good day.
Goodbye.
Don't eat too many rats, man.
Alright. So you make your way out of the barn. Make sure that she puts on name tags for each of the horses. What do you want to name each one?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Yes, but it has to be the brown horse.
Let's say
Okay, brown horses.
Epilepsis, Lavender, and the Shag.
Epilepsis I can remember pretty easily. Sure. Epilepsis, lavender, and cinnamon.
Oh, not the shag.
Is lavender a gray
How about
horse?
the mane?
Sure. Let's say lavender is a gray horse
Cool.
with a black mane.
I like
We will
that.
build titles for these horses.
What was the third one? Oh wait, epilepsis.
Epilepsis.
What color's
How
that
do you come up
one?
with these just randomly?
Let's say it's
random?
polka dotted brown and
Yeah.
black.
It's like a sickly white. It's not doing great.
So lavender, epilepsis, and cinnamon.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just epilepsy.
Whoever named these horses was clearly hungry for two of them.
Well, it's you guys naming them, so
I had nothing to say about that.
fair.
I just like horses' names, and the lavender's a really good name for a gray horse with black hair.
Cinnabon.
So like butt crack, basically.
I'd crack the
I wonder if
horse.
Marty
How
can
about
dye its
Oh,
hair.
can we rename one of them Cheese?
I like cheese.
Yeah,
believe
let's
it's
rename
steak.
Epilepsis Cheese. That,
Alright.
that may avoid some
Cheese,
problems.
lavender, and cinnamon. All right.
I'm gonna call cheese steak.
Cheese.
Cheese the stank.
Stank boy.
All right. So, oh, it fits too because the polka dotted. Yeah. Shit.
Swiss.
Swiss cheese.
Baby Swiss cheese.
Come Swiss boy.
You make your way into the city itself. Where are you heading first?
Well, we need to get to Marty's before sunrise.
Can we add again, like, solidify this to Morty or Marty? Because the
It's
first
Marty.
time you said Morty.
It's Marty.
So it's not Morty.
It's not Morty.
I want to watch it back because I'm almost certain I said Marty, but you could be right.
Yeah.
Not
I was
Morty.
gonna say, I wrote it down that way in like 2 different spots, so.
Well, I mean, almost everything I have is pre-created. That's why I'm like, did I really call it Morty? All right.
Morty's his last name.
Marty.
Marty. It's canon now.
Slaughter Emporium.
Yeah. Mortorium. Marty's Mortorium.
Marty
Marty
Morty's Mortorium monster.
Welcome to Marty's Morty's, Rick!
I can't do that voice.
Oh, Rick, you want to buy some monsters today?
All right, so
Slavery.
about right when the sun is starting to peek over the mountain in the west. Oddly enough, considering where you're from, that was not how the sun rose.
Oddly.
Out of the 2 suns that you had,
Quite odd.
Oh,
the
Odd. That's odd.
you get to Marty's Critters, and as you're walking to the back of the city where his shop is, have I shown you where it's at?
Possibly.
I'll try and show everybody too, but it's right here, right at the bottom towards the actual wall.
Inside or outside of the city?
Inside the city.
Okay.
You get there, and Marty is currently standing there waiting with a top hat and his suit, just like he was before. holding out what do you call it? Sorry, what is the
A scroll?
No, you carry a cage with a bird in it, and he's currently handing it to a customer.
All right, that'll be all for today. Now have a good one, ma'am. Ah, so you brought your friends.
Hello, Marty. Looking famishing today.
Famishing?
Sure. Yes.
What is your name?
My name is Marty.
Go downstairs. Who did we talk to last time?
Oh, you spoke
It
to
was
me, of
Marty.
course. Now that's all.
I apologize. She has a habit of bugbear drugs.
Now, we spoke of doing business, so please follow. Is there a problem?
I don't know, is there?
You seem to be staring quite
He
Don't
just,
take it
suspiciously.
he just does that.
I apologize for him. He has an IQ of 14.
Quite.
He's not
Negative.
wrong.
13?
I'll pretend I know what that means. Follow me.
Marty, he don't.
That is not true in the slightest.
He turns and with a flare of his jacket, it seems to almost cinematically flow off of him as he starts walking into his business, opens the door, and before you is the same room, but almost completely emptied out. All the cages are empty. Every slot, every hole, empty.
Suspicious.
So much
see.
for the octopus.
I see business
Start.
has been booming.
Well, we have to move our current supply as it is. As you know, the tax man likes to change their rules here and there. We abide by them as far as over the table goes.
I have no loyalty to the royals of this town.
As I expected, doing business with me.
What do you mean by that?
Well, lass, I'm not exactly the most respected individual in this here city. So, I have a bit of a problem, as it is. And you start walking into the lower section, and there's a few people currently standing there. One of them, a very brutish looking ogre, who's standing right past the doorway as you walk in, and he looks down at you all. Hey boss, you bringing in more of those products? Oh no, this is business opportunity. So,
Is he referring to us as products?
not you.
What then?
Well, we are clearly in the business of product acquisition.
Precisely.
Didn't see any products, sir.
You see, there's this rare bird that was recently spotted in the mountains to the west.
Did it speak like Sid the Sloth by any chance?
Is that some kind of colloquial thing?
Did it speak like this at all?
I'm afraid the bird cannot speak.
Down.
However, have you ever heard of a rock?
A massive,
Oh, God.
monstrous bird rock?
Yes.
Well, yes, I have.
So, this is one of its kin. Not exactly a rock, not exactly a normal bird.
I was under the impression rocks were native to the southern roots of this very continent. How did you acquire such a bird?
Oh, I didn't acquire it. It seems that it was scared out of its natural habitat. And normally I would send my men here to go acquire this luxurious bird. And there are buyers who are looking into it. However, my men are currently busy with other business. And the bird is a bit of a hassle, if I'm gonna be honest. You all seem to be quite manageable. How about it? Bring me the bird and I'll give you all 100 Ethereum. each.
With one stipend, if you'd be so gracious as to lend us your aid. Do you have friends in the city of Freyleon?
Freely. I have business partners, acquisitions. I do trade, but no friends.
Well, as we're in the business together for now, should we be successful in this job for you, would you be willing to lend us aid to find work in Freyleon by putting in a good word later on?
I take it you're traveling to Freyleon after this job is done?
Within the month. Not necessarily after this job, but we will be leaving somewhat soon.
I can't promise you any kind of job, but I can acquire travel, if that's what you need.
That will be sufficient, yes.
Rightio. Then, I will tell you this. ROCs are vicious, monstrous birds, and this one of its kind is a little more intelligent than the rest. So keep an eye out. You see a shadow flying around. It's not a cloud.
Have you sent men to capture this creature before?
I haven't sent men, not yet. You'll be the first. And hopefully men and women can suffice.
Well, in that case,
Have you sent anything before us?
Well, there were a few creatures I tried to lure the beast with. Unfortunately, the alligator was eaten whole.
catching a bird this monstrous will be difficult without bait. Do you have any suggestions?
Unfortunately, you're on your own on that one.
What does the bird prey upon?
Pretty much anything that walks.
So fast. So,
Well,
you said all of the
We got a stick,
creatures
we
that
can
you
tie
would
you
have
to
in
it.
shop are gone.
Yeah.
We have a fish person right here. Fish on a stick.
good point.
Why are an animal
I like you.
too low?
Maybe after this we can talk.
I told you I have no loyalty to royals of this country or any country on this continent.
I don't think he's a royal.
Where are you from, perhaps?
I'm down from the cave city down south.
Ah,
Nocterra.
intriguing. Just above that, creature.
Why, yes.
Quite the acquisition, that one.
If it could be caught, I'd give you a hint.
I suppose it was. Now it's just stuck there.
It's not stuck there by any means.
Perhaps.
If you have any sense of self-preservation, keep any of your men away from trying to acquire that creature.
Oh, I keep my distance from what I know it would destroy. Everything that I love and care about. Believe me, I have no intention of releasing such a beast upon this world.
Glad that we understand each other then.
Doesn't keep me from wishing upon a star. Now, I have business to attend to, creatures to reacquire, the tax man. And once I'm done, hopefully we can have more conversation about your payment.
Well, if we're wrapping this up, all we need is the location of the sightings of this creature, and we'll be on our way.
Unfortunately, all I have for you is the mountains to the west.
Past the Hollow Vale or beforehand?
To the west, not the south.
The word. I imagine you want this creature alive.
If best, yes. If it is impossible to keep alive while captured, perhaps a third of payment would be issued. Best kept alive, though.
Well, on a note, do you have any equipment that we can use or borrow to capture it alive?
I
Go ahead and
imagine,
roll a persuasion check.
I imagine blunt weapons would be sufficient if we're merely trying to knock it out.
You can hear roll that because he's like on the ground.
Yeah, go ahead and reroll.
Don't roll.
Thank you.
It was a low roll.
I like that better. That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
I'm using that from here on out. My rolls suck without it.
Perhaps a small prepayment. After all, I can't have you going out there without the ability to capture such a thing.
That's much appreciated.
How about 10 Ethereum each?
Only 10?
It's a prepayment. You want to be able to capture the creature, and I'm sure you have your magical attributes.
10 is most generous considering the currency of this world.
I would agree. 10 it is.
Now, I have business outwards. Puts on his cloak. Come on, gentlemen.
Stay famishing, sir.
I don't believe.
I don't believe you know what that word means.
Ah,
Ah,
I like this man.
Well, good day.
He just starts walking out with his bed.
Famishing, Jonah?
I just like to say stuff that fucks with the NPC.
No, it's funny as fuck. I love it. All right, so where to?
As he said, the mountains to the west. I believe you crew here told me you arrived in this world near those mountains. We may
That would
want,
be.
we may
Yes.
want to pay a visit.
Yes, he did.
We
If you
may
want the
want to
map,
pay
yeah,
a
right
visit
there.
to the location of where you came here. It's possible the magical entrance of your world attracted such creature.
I'm fairly certain that we scared the crap out of a farmer and his wife.
Well, let's go
That's
do it
irrelevant.
again.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just
find
appear in his
Lewis.
attic.
Yeah. And
Knock on his door.
Or just knocks and never again.
If you guys get me up into his attic, I can search for more Ethereum.
It wasn't in the attic though. I don't
No,
know. Like,
the
there was very
Ethereum
little. It
came
was
from you
around
guys
the house.
passing into this world. That's how we took it all.
Yeah, it was like right when you
They had stuff like
appeared in this realm,
downstairs.
all of a sudden
Not to
the
mention
Are you guys
shards
insinuating
dropped.
that they don't have a secret stash of Ethereum?
No, that's the thing. The mining town that was starting to be created was because they said they found some Ethereum in that location. IA, it's where you guys came in, meaning there's no more Ethereum. It was just that.
Well, you
Whatever
just
was
gave away something
whatever was
you
there
didn't.
was taken by the government, the military, or the individuals at that cabin.
Let's go say hi.
Saying hi it is.
Out
Alright.
of game, the ROC. Nice touch.
Oh yeah.
Lock.
Hey, Sinbad was one of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid.
Oh, never watched it.
Seriously, The Legends of Sinbad?
Yeah,
The
sorry.
Rock
The
also-
Rock is in that.
It also like exists though outside of Sydney.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah,
I
it was
know.
based on.
I know, that's the first place I heard it from.
It is a
Head
good-
west. On
Yes.
our horses. I'm
Yes.
excited about that.
Cheese, we ride!
Dibs on lavender. I named it.
I want cheese.
Oh no, the gnome's coming with me. I'm shoving him in my pack.
I named it. I get to ride it.
Considering you are the gnome, I imagine you're sharing a horse.
Come, gnome, we ride!
All right, fine. Who's putting me in the backpack?
Right here.
We might as well just like get this over with. Where on earth is everything? Ready to go.
Just check it. Look over. Like, no, actually, okay. Rolling back to when we were at the barn, we roll over and he's like taking a bath, completely unconscious in the pig meat stuff, the pig trough.
You just now realize, did he not wake up? Is he still in the barn? Oh shit!
Well,
Well, at least he's with the horses.
yeah, we
No
can
time
meet
to-
up
he
with
gets
him
to
again
watch-
later.
He's bonding with lavender. Come on.
To be fair, I don't think he would very much like working for somebody that makes a living off of selling animals.
True. I'm gonna drop him off at the brothel place.
Can we do that?
Can you what?
Drop him off at the brothel place.
Let's hope he learns something.
Just carry him in. Hello, how's it going? Drop him in and run.
Can I go do that?
All right. So what's the plan, guys? What are you doing?
Let's go get. We're going to get the horses first off from the barn. I
Okay.
guess. What do we want to do with Luris?
I'm
Because we can tell him, hey, we're heading out. Stay here. You're feeling sick today. You don't have to come.
I'm going to drop him off at the brothel.
Okay, you do that. That's fine.
Okay. So
Can I
Wait,
get the dice
okay,
thing?
you have to roleplay Loris though.
Make sure he's covered in pig. Here we go.
okay. So you walk out to the city and you start walking. Which, by the way, the entrance to the city where you entered is actually really close to Marty's. You walk about 5 seconds. You get to the entrance, and you start walking towards the barn again. And you start hearing a rumbling sound as all of a sudden, and you open the door just to see Luris, who just woke up and is now rubbing all the horse manure off of his face as he rolled off into the actual bottom floor. That's what you get for not being here.
Oh, if people are absent and we do this, we have to do this for every single character.
exactly.
Just so we can hear about it later.
And he just looks at all you. Huh? What's going on?
Luris, my friend! We have a special mission for you.
What's that?
No time to explain. With me!
Okay.
Cheese, come here!
Basically, exactly.
Cheese?
Cheese!
Cheese!
Swiss cheese, the stank.
Yeah.
And he just keeps going.
This is how you say.
Alright, so you walk back into the city.
Oh no, cheese, we're riding.
Oh, you're riding cheese into the city?
Yeah, we're all riding the horses.
Okay.
Two.
Can't you hear the trotting in the background?
You get to the actual, the brothel as he looks at you. I remember these were those girls that had no job, right?
Luris, trust me. Strength check.
Fuck. What'd you roll?
Why are you?
A
You just-
three.
I rolled a 3!
You just both grab each other
Wait,
like.
what's that after?
It's an 8.
Yeah, his is an 8 after.
You're stronger than Luris, though, so it counts.
What did you eat?
Horse manure?
Probably.
Alright.
Being
I've got him on my
carried in.
shoulders. We're walking up to the front door. I'm just gonna kick the doors in.
And you just see all the ladies, and they just look at you. Ah, welcome back, I suppose. Am I supposed to be helping you two out today?
Quickly,
I'm
this
gonna,
man
I'm gonna
needs.
throw him on the nearest cushion.
Hi ladies, I'm apparently supposed to be helping you out today, getting a job. They all look at each other. Oh, this'll be fun. Alright.
Get him, Lewis. We ride on.
We ride.
So you head on. You start
Right before
heading-
closing the door. Luris, if you make any Ethereum, you're sharing.
We understand that this man caused you trouble yesterday. Do whatever you like to him.
He likes.
I'm already- you guys
he
are already
likes
gone. You
really
guys are already
smelly,
gone.
strong men.
What?
You guys are already
He
gone.
doesn't know what he
You guys
likes.
are already gone. So, you start heading back out of the city, and you're heading towards the trail that you came in from, I take it?
Yes.
Alright. Heading back to that area of this region. It'll take you about probably 15 minutes on horseback, so not very long at all. Everybody
Quick mission.
No, you
Everybody do
comfortable in
me a
that
favor
pack?
and rolls a perception check while you're going. Like everybody, I want a group check.
Sorry guys, I definitely lowered our.
It's okay, I got
Score.
21.
You got a 20. Okay, that
21.
negated it.
I'm sorry.
One.
I got a 10.
21, 10.
If I add it together, it's a 4. But
Did you get a 1?
Well, you added.
yeah. So yeah, let me double check that.
22. Alright.
You know this is right here, right?
Oh, and I got a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I got
Three
3
20s and then 2
So,
those.
out of averaging it out, it's around like a 16, 17. Actually lower because 15, yeah.
You know what? This makes sense because I'm
We have
a
a worse roll from a distance.
You get percent much.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's group checks. You gotta average it. Out of the 15 group check, there's a slight moment where you hear a bird in the distance, but it's hard to make out whether that could possibly be the quote-unquote rock, or perhaps, well, could be anything, but it was there.
That was.
Looks
Oh,
like
that was a
Lur-
button you pushed.
Looks
Yes.
like Luris is having fun.
Was that Loris making that sound, or the guy that Loris was
You just
with?
hear his screaming in the distance.
Ah! Ah, my tenders.
What?
So it seems like he got the job.
Oh.
Seems like he's exceeding their expectations.
So, after about 15 minutes of travel, you hear the strange noise. You search the skies. You don't see any sign of any bird-like creature. You're going specifically where?
To the mountain.
If you would like to point out.
I'm looking to the
Where
sky.
did we
We have. We're here.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, we're here.
We went that way.
That's where you're heading.
Yeah.
You entered the world in a spot nearby.
Can we,
Let's go to the area where we entered.
You're heading back to that.
Back to that cabin.
Ask
we
them.
should talk to them and also make sure if we need to stay for a little bit.
Next time, grab it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that while I was doing it. I was just like, it's too late.
Yeah,
Did we ever put in that long rest, by the way, for sleeping?
I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check. I had to do that then.
Yeah, sorry to get you snacks.
Snacks.
Snake snacks.
I was gonna make something, but I was playing that new Green Hell game.
It's not the best perspective on a map, but that's okay. So, yeah, we're here, going there.
Yeah. To the cabin.
You head towards the cabin. 15 minutes to get to the base of the mountain. 5 minutes to get to the actual cabin on the hillside. There's a. Who's taking the lead on this? Which two people? I suppose you're.
I'm in a
And you're by
bag.
yourself at this moment, right?
With a bag.
Oh, on a horse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So who's taking lead?
I'll take lead too.
You're taking lead? You two? Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the bag, but yeah, he's the one haggling. I'm just carrying
Oh,
it.
sorry, I was just confused.
No, we need information.
So,
Dump it out of the bag.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
to be fair, one of them knows what's better, but I mean,
We still moving when you do that.
if
I
you're putting
hope
him in
so.
front, roll perception for me.
He's in a bag.
Yeah, but you just
You
dumped
just dumped him out.
It was a 20 and then rolled over to a 2.
Of course it did.
That's a 4.
I got passive perception 17, so.
You rolled a 4. That's it.
I should be leading.
It's over.
Mine's 22.
Oh,
So,
that's it?
Yes.
You,
Yes, I know. That's why I was like, we can. And I was like, okay.
arriving where the cabin house was, you start to realize something's wrong. There's nothing but rubble. There's nothing but rubble, a broken down fence. It's like someone came here and completely demolished the entire building. There's no sign of blood, no sign of any kind of struggle of people in the dirt. But what you can tell, everything that you remember seeing, well, I should say everything you remember seeing is gone. And you, not knowing what this is supposed to be, just see a pile of rubble.
Rumble.
Rumble?
Can I do an investigation check on roll?
Yeah, absolutely. As you get to there,
Can we get that back?
Oh, 15.
15. You get to the rubble and you get off the horse, calm it down, and tie it to one of the last remaining
Oh, cinnamon. Oh, cinnamon.
spokes
Oh, cinnamon.
of the fence that was there.
Beautiful. Beautiful horse.
And you walk into the rubble, and you start moving some stuff around, trying to figure out what happened here. And there's no sign of anything other than just the broken down house, possibly maybe a fire was started, but just some tiny bits of charred bits here and there. It's hard to tell.
I wonder what would come through here. I don't know how I just said that. I feel like that's
I'm gonna search for scratches or marks or
I did say some words.
footprints, something on the outside.
Would you like to fill me in on this location?
This is where we came in to be.
I thought you said there was a cabin here.
Yes,
What's standing on
right
it?
here.
That's why we're concerned.
We wanted to see if these lovely, most likely dead folk were hearing or seeing this ride.
Well, there's no sign of blood or
Jeez.
I wonder if they were concerned
And Lethaxis
about
just
the
bangs his fucking knee on a rock.
mountains.
Possibly.
Well, I rolled a 1, so it's highly possible.
Flee to a different location because of the bird that's around here.
I'm gonna look around and see if I see any like animals immediately like around our area, kinda. Like any animals.
Okay, go ahead and roll perspective. Perception.
Perspective.
Fair enough. There's almost an eerie silence until a sudden caw in the distance. And no, that was just perfectly timed.
That's good.
But wildlife around here, the forest, the mountain, it's almost dead.
Is it
Like
like
there's nothing around.
too far in the distance for me to like know where exactly?
It was just an echo, unfortunately. Even with 22.
It's too quiet.
Is there a possible path up the mountain?
We can sure look.
Perception check?
Well, rolling off of her already perception check, I'll just say there is a slight path that seems to go where the cabin once was. It was almost like it was connected to the backyard and goes straight into the mountainside. It goes winding until it gets to a point where it starts going behind some rocks, and then you can't see anything past there.
We can check out that path. Right over there.
Let's.
Let's
go.
All right. Marching your way through, step by step, you start to feel like you're being watched.
Is there like trees or anything around us at this point?
Right where you are, no. You are walking up almost like a desert side mountain.
I'm gonna look to the sky and see if there's anything.
Okay. You look up. There doesn't seem to be anything up there. Lots of clouds, though.
I have an idea for how to work this out, but we need to get to a wider area with a possible potential hiding place. I am able to disguise myself, and if this creature takes any kind of bait, it would be understandable to disguise myself as a, well, rather frail-looking injured creature.
I vote the stick idea and hoist him up.
You're not helping, sir.
I thought we were doing that with the fish.
That's two people at risk.
You cannot take my plan of the fish woman here.
You actually have a very good idea. I said we go with him.
Plan B is the fish.
Man, B is the fish. Honestly.
I won't do it.
First,
That
we
is
might
why.
want to secure.
That is why it is Plan B.
Guys, we may want to secure the horses somewhere safe.
You already did.
Oh, I figured you took the horses with you up the mountain.
Oh shit.
That way we can run away faster.
Guess that's fair. All right.
Do you want to say that the horses are at the broken down?
No.
Did we think of a way to carry this bird home by any
I'm
chance?
gonna drag it with the horses.
It's gonna be dead.
I just figured that keeping the horses like tied to trees and stuff would give them cover.
Just want to point out, if you had asked for a cage, you probably would have given you one. But that's okay.
But how big is the cage? How big is this thing?
Should you wish to kill the creature, go ahead, but I will personally try to stop you from receiving our full payment.
Oh, no, I'm not interested in killing you for 1,000 or for 100 Ethereum each.
That's 100, not 100.
100 each. It's 100 each.
If we bring him back alive.
Well,
100 each versus 33.
Which, either way.
It's more than
Damn,
that now.
damn good.
I'm experienced with capturing things alive.
Are you sure?
I'm sure you're not the one experienced with being captured alive.
Oh, I've been there too. You guys aren't familiar with
So what do you
gladiators,
guys
are
think? We
you?
left the horses or we kept them?
Well, considering
Then if
we're
we have to
already
drag it-
halfway up the mountain path,
Then how are we
it
gonna drag it down to the horses?
would be difficult. Yes, let's take one horse for now, if we can. It's probably wise not to leave the horses out in the open, as that bird can maybe be able to snatch one from us.
They would make much more of a tender, tasty meal than we would.
For now, let's take the horses. If we find a place to hide them, whether it be a small forest clearing or whatnot, we can make do.
Alright, so we're taking the horses then?
As you start talking, there's a tree in the distance, like far, far distance, that suddenly starts to fall.
I'm gonna go out on a limb
Hop on
and say
my
that
horse.
that's what we're looking for.
While our objective is to capture this creature alive, our secondary priority should be keeping these horses alive as well. So, let's go in as 2 waves, split a few feet apart. 2 horses in the back, 1 in front. The goal is to protect them as well as take this creature alive. So, as the fight goes on, do not leave the horses on their own.
Do we have a plan for when we encounter this? Or should we just go in?
Does anyone have any trapping capabilities, whether it's tools or spells? I have rope on me for after we
I have rope.
pull it down.
I have an iron pot if you want to head with.
I've got a crowbar.
I have a lightning bolt.
I wonder if this beast is mentioned in the book I took from the library.
Ah, that would be a good plan.
So, you're looking into the book? Go ahead and roll a,
Investigation.
yeah, let's go investigation.
Come on, baby.
So I imagine you're trying to just
New
skim
pair
through
of
it till you find it.
swords. That's not bad. 17 total.
17. Looking through the book, there doesn't seem to be mention of a rock being anywhere near this vicinity. In fact, there is a passage that you find that says that they're not native to this area.
Oh, this is the book of the Northern Forest.
Does it tell them anything else?
Unfortunately, no. Not with that rule.
Well, the guy did mention that this creature has been forced out of its natural habitat. Can I scan it for information about it?
You just did.
You just did.
This boy cannot read. I'm gonna snatch the book and do my own check.
I can read better than you, no?
Just then, some of the clouds up above start to seem they're a lot darker than you thought before.
Oh, guys. Guys, he might be above us.
I'm
Wait,
looking up to see if
What
it's
was that check based on?
Investigation.
I got a 21.
Seems that there's probably a thunderstorm coming.
Dang it. I don't have time to read.
Guys, it's the shocky fairies again!
So, if someone already read a book,
Yeah.
that's the book.
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to do it after rolling.
Think the book is being written basically as someone reading it. Think about it that
I'm
way.
gonna aggressively take back my book and just bonk him on the head.
Alright.
And it's a 20.
Oh my fucking god.
Did that require a roll?
I just rolled just for the hell of it. Just to see if I could bonk him on the head without missing.
Yeah, I suppose I hit him.
Pumped.
Okay, so
Jonah becomes crumped and crispy for the rest of it.
there's a storm coming. You haven't seen or spotted the bird just yet. What are you guys doing?
Let's head toward that clearing of forest. We may be able to find some sort of shelter.
Alright.
Wait, I'm clearing.
Yeah,
Well,
our
okay.
clearing's happening.
Okay, my bad.
Open
The end of the
range.
clearing.
Yeah, into the
Just a forest.
into the trees again.
We could find a cave we could stash the horses. That would ensure their safety.
From the tree that
Wow, I did that.
Alright, so we're heading towards where that tree fell down.
Okay, heading into the forest. And just as you get to the actual base of the forest, it starts to lightly pour.
That'd be what?
Rain. There's thankfully with the cover of the trees, you don't seem to be getting too wet. But the dense forest can only protect you so much before you find yourself coming to an abandoned campsite that was almost huddled in the middle of a bunch of trees. A tiny little fireplace, seemingly small so it wouldn't catch the forest.
I'm gonna search it for anything useful. If they left anything behind, just see what's there.
Or if they left tracks, or I want to try to hear about the tracks.
I want to check for weapons.
Okay. We'll see.
Can I also investigate for something?
If you have something in mind.
Inside the tents.
There's no tents. It's just like a little makeshift like site with just a fireplace and there's grass laying down.
Okay. Then I think I'll just do like a perception on the outside of the camp. Just kind of like looking around, making sure there's nothing around.
Okay.
I got 22. I got 20.
And you're searching for?
Just searching for anything useful they might have left behind, like
Okay.
weapons.
At
tools.
22, so looking through the grass, looking around at the campfire itself, it seems like they had tried to burn a book before leaving. The book is almost completely charred at this point. Almost like that was maybe their only source of
Fire.
implement for fire, other than the wet trees. And there doesn't seem to be anything, but with the 22, you do see a drip of blood just on a few stems of grass. Very little blood, but there's still tiny drips of blood. What were you searching for?
I was looking for weapons and that kind of stuff.
Nothing there.
Oh, damn it, I rolled a 25.
Sorry.
I was looking for tracks of any kind, like from the people or whatever.
Okay, what'd you roll?
25.
Okay. There's tracks leading here that seem to be footprints from shoes, but nothing leading out except for what looks to be a giant claw mark right outside of the campsite, and a tree that has fallen down very recently.
Guys, I just recently spotted a few just tiny drops of blood on the grass here. And there's no.
This looks like a pretty damn big
I'm gonna-
claw mark from like, you know, maybe
I'm
a
gonna lick it and do a nature check.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
I did 21 in perception, by the way, around the campsite.
Okay. So, looking around the campsite, trying to keep an eye out for any kind of movement. There's nothing until suddenly a squirrel runs up a tree, looks at you, and then runs up the tree further.
We're under attack. Crossbow.
Shatter!
He saw it, you did.
There's a squirrel here, guys.
Wild game
7
set.
for the history check on blood.
Or
You can
nature
go
check?
squirrel if you
Or
want.
nature check, my bad.
Yeah, it's blood. It's definitely blood. You think about it for a second, you go, I don't know what I thought I was going to get out of this, but it's definitely blood, guys.
I have sleep
I'm gonna get
Was it a
HP
high
now.
roll?
Point, but my character would
It
want
was
to
a
eat it.
Clearly, it
Yeah, there's potions for that here.
Clearly, the
So you're gonna have to stop my guy then, because
Yeah,
he's probably
right.
This
going
is definitely a bloodborne pathogen.
Time to take my potion, NyQuil, and AIDS.
Did my character see the squirrel, or did he just yell out squirrel?
No, I was like,
You just saw the
There's a
squirrel,
squirrel, but-
met eyes, and the squirrel kept going.
Okay, so he didn't say anything, so I haven't seen anything. Okay.
Did you really want to go and kill the
The
squirrel?
squirrel's very
That squirrel is good
unimportant
eating.
to the story.
Who knows? It could be dangerous.
I'm gonna go
We
walk
have
over to that
rations.
tree and ask.
It could be the creature of which we do not
Squirrel
speak, the
language.
great cave
Squirrelage.
Do you speak to animals? Do you
Yes,
have
I do.
speak with animals?
Yes, I do.
aha,
Okay.
squirrel turns
Just
out
remember that
to be
does take an
valuable.
ethereal. Just remember that does take an ethereal.
That's fine. I would like to speak with the squirrel.
Okay.
Squirrel, she says. I'm gonna ready a bow
I
attack.
didn't say squirrel.
It just stares at you.
Hey, little dude.
Do you have nuts?
I might just have something in my bag.
At least 3 of us have nuts.
You have to answer a few questions first, though, and then I'll check for you.
Nuts first.
Nope.
Nuts.
Questions first.
Mm.
I hope you find some nuts.
And he just jumps off the tree and like it goes straight for you and lands right on your hand. Nuts.
Food!
Ignore him. He wants some nuts too.
He just looks at him and just goes, Nuts!
Can I understand him?
No.
It's just me.
You can eat his nuts later.
Am I just seeing her squeak?
Kinda, yeah,
like
actually.
chittering.
You are right now just basically squeaking, but to you, you're speaking normal, common.
Awesome. What happened here?
Big Bird.
Did he take the people?
Did he have an invisible
People?
Did
friend?
he take something from here that was moving? Yeah.
Big
Did-
nuts.
Yeah. He wanted the nuts too.
Bird crack nut.
Where? Up there. Okay.
You got nut?
I'm gonna keep holding him. Do I need to know anything specific other than yes, this bird? The bird was here. It took these people.
What direction did he go?
I want to point out, right now, the two of you are currently in just awe, as she is speaking to a chipmunk.
I did not realize you mired in chipmunk.
Very rich society.
For God's sake, Zimri, I want that
Please.
squirrel.
Much culture.
Or squirrels, I said
I
chipmunk.
will shoot it.
No, I think we're good.
Okay. I have somebody who has nuts for you.
Nuts, where? Nuts!
We could have got him to tell us where the bird went.
We tried.
He
It's
did.
kind
He
of
went up.
I don't know how you're gonna get food out of that, you just smushed him.
Oh, no,
I thought you
just his
just
neck.
strangled him.
We could have had squirrel friend. God damn it.
Well, now we can have squirrel stew.
One armor class like
Nibble for 1 damage.
put him in some leather armor. Shooting toothpicks at people.
Mini bow.
I'm in favor of that idea, actually.
You killed him.
I know.
No
for
more.
the future.
We're all done with nuts.
Poor thing.
He just
Could've
got
named
blood
him Nuts.
splattered all over.
Fuck.
I didn't have nuts to give him though. It would have just been a hassle.
I could have named him nuts.
I'll give him your nuts.
Guys, I can't help it. My character likes food.
Yeah, I'm not holding it against you. I don't think anybody here actually is. It's just getting
That's
game.
actually pretty funny.
Zimri,
I'm adding a squirrel to my
should
inventory.
you have the ability
Yes,
to
squirrel.
talk with
Just a
the bird
corpse.
as well,
Okay, they might be
I
worth
can
something.
try.
that should be our plan.
Do me a
A,
favor
then.
and read the flavor text of that spell.
Okay. I gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration.
Beasts, specifically?
Um,
That's interesting. Okay.
It says with beasts for the duration. Knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give your information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade the beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Poor nuts.
And the range is just myself. I can talk, not like. So I can try. I can try to talk to.
What's the approximate cost of a squirrel pelt?
Let's find out. By John said.
Did you just like meat him, like take all of his meat out? And
Are you
No, not
attempting
yet.
to skin him?
Not yet.
There you
Okay.
go. That's the word.
No, I'm
That's
just gonna string
the
him
word.
up like a hunter would.
On what?
Bait.
What do you say? Where?
On his nuts.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Nuts is hanging by my nuts.
He got his nuts out.
Like,
with all
did
the
that
nuts.
answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's-
So you want to talk to the
Does our bird rock dude? Is he considered a beast or an animal?
You'll have to find out.
That sounds risky on my part.
That's the whole point. All right.
I just thought of something. We might have bait for the bird.
a squirrel?
A
You
dead
throw a squirrel in front of its face, it's gonna get distracted for a moment.
Please, if that thing can even fucking see it, it's massive. Do you see these scratch marks on the ground? That's from that bitch up there.
Further
This is the first time I'm
examination.
seeing those
As you
scratches.
look at it, the claw looks like it. At first, it looked like scratches on the ground, but then you actually look at it, and it looks like the actual claw, like one claw of the beast was the size of your body.
Good God.
Yeah, you think the squirrel's gonna work?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, didn't think so. It
I
took
don't think
how
the
many-
gnome is even gonna work.
How many footprints did I see? Two
Yeah.
sets?
2
It
sets
took
of
2
footprint.
people. So said our little nutty squirrel friend that you killed.
Oh, you're not getting any squirrel meat.
I didn't want any.
Okay. So what are you guys doing? It's now raining, and the raining has gotten a little harder at this point.
Investigate where the tree actually fell.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Does anyone here skilled in tracking by any chance?
Yeah, Loris.
Got a 4.
Oh no.
So,
14.
is tracking and survival different?
There's a giant scratch out of the tree bark, and it looks like there was a bit of a spackle of blood that was on top of where the tree currently is laying, but now it's covered in the tree.
Do I see any, like,
It's raining
trail
out
of any
currently,
blood
right?
of any sort?
I would say that would be a nature check. So go ahead and roll nature. See.
Is survival part of tracking? Like,
Yeah, you can do survival or nature
I
for
was
tracking.
asking separate of that, but
Yeah.
it is survival or nature.
Yes.
So I can track this guy.
19. You see speckles of blood, almost like whatever was bleeding, it wasn't profusely, heading upwards towards the mountain.
Okay.
Like it's every tiny speck of blood, it doesn't seem to be much, but it's just enough to keep track of.
Everyone found that trail of blood heading up the mountain.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Are you gonna lick it?
Yeah,
There's no
test
need
it.
anymore.
Are you sure?
Would you like me to lick the blood?
You are the closest to the blood.
I rolled a lick it. 11.
Okay, it's blood. It is for sure blood, and it just tastes more irony than last time.
Alright, it's got minerals.
To be fair,
got
I'll say
electrolytes.
with an 11, you at least know it's fresher.
Good, it's fresh minerals.
This blood isn't nearly as oxidized. We're heading the right direction.
Alright.
Good.
Should we still keep our horses?
We ride.
Cheese, come!
Risk of being attacked again.
If the horses weren't safe here, they won't be safe if we leave them
Then we
here.
ride. All the blood.
Pretty sure it's safe to assume, since it's raining out and thunderstorming out, that there is a good possibility this creature is taking shelter.
I mean, or not, because we're not.
Alright, we're
Consult the
following
book.
the blood on the horses then.
Okay. Following the trail of blood, there's a strange, almost cicada-like noise coming from the forest. The forest suddenly cuts out, and there's silence.
That's creepy.
I didn't know it's been 7 years already.
The cicadas possibly would have stopped due to a larger creature. Could be our bird.
How long has it been since I talked to the squirrel friend?
Oh, maybe half an hour. I'd say if you're following the trail and where my mind puts you, about a half hour. Start following the trail, having to be a little more intricate as you're currently walking instead of being on the horse. There's a few moments where you feel like dead certain you are being watched, before suddenly there's a howling in the distance, and then that sensation just vanishes. Like whatever it was took its attention off of you.
I'm gonna cast non-detection on myself. To be safe.
Go ahead and read off what that does again, because I need to remember exactly.
It's you're hidden from magical detection and scrying, so it's
Okay.
not from physical stuff. So just in case.
Right, yeah.
Not like, no. I don't think horses smell or see much better than humans do. Hearing, probably, yes.
Okay. Once you get far enough into the forest and you're heading up the mountain, Which, by the way, the mountain actually really starts right here. It's just such a slow slope right there. There's a moment of breakage in the trees. There's a large empty space, and there's grass that's been laid in by something very, very large. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Which one of us?
He's taking lead, since he's the one tracking the blood.
My butt hurts.
I got a 1.
Oh,
Can
Once
we
we go
It's all
assist?
good. It's good for my spine.
Enemy assist. I rolled a 1.
oh, 1. Okay.
So it's an 8. But yeah.
Ace, dang.
Just to perceive.
Yeah. On top of what he's already doing.
Yeah, we're just tracking blood.
You have
So-
an amazing perception bonus.
So I'm like in shock.
Yeah, I'd say even with that, it's not hard to notice the bits and pieces of trees in that empty spot that have all collapsed down. It's almost like whatever was laying on this was laying on the trees.
Oh god.
And it made the empty spot.
Well, Theodore, what exactly do you see here?
Just like point out towards the tree freaking nest that's been formed.
Pointing it out, all of you suddenly notice all of the trees that are just laying down on the ground, almost smushed to look like just the ground and the grass.
This could possibly be our creature. We should tie the horses down right now in an area not too far from here, but a couple yards away.
This will be a battle to remember.
If he's not here now, where is it?
Hunting is a beast.
Something that big must have to hunt like 24 hours a day.
Oh, that was a feeling all of you were getting.
Oh,
Everyone hide in the trees. Zimri, you stay somewhat nearby, hidden. I'll use our first plan.
I don't think the trees are going to do us much good. Are you looking where we're standing?
There's more trees that aren't bent down or on the ground. We're in a forest.
just look anywhere. Literally anywhere.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and do that right up in the trees. Just like after we tie up the horses in a safe spot.
If we want to attract it, it's very possible the creature found those other men due to their bonfire. I suggest we start a small fire. I'll disguise myself, and I can use myself as bait next to the fire to see if we can flush it out.
And you want me to stay nearby?
Hidden, if possible, but yes, nearby.
I can
Hide
hide.
behind a log if you can.
I can hide in the treetops and then jump down on it when it swoops down.
As you're talking, the rain goes from a medium pour to a strong pour. It's almost hard to keep your head up as it's just spraying water down on your head.
Well, the fire's out of the picture.
What about lighting the fire inside this part of the woods and then stepping back?
It's still wet wood. It's not going to light in this water.
Anybody got any spells to create a powerful fire?
I have firebolt. What if we just made a really loud sound?
Oh, I can do that.
Interesting. What kind of sound are you planning to make?
I have a spell called Minor Illusion.
Wait, I got
Okay.
it.
I can create it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Copyright.
I did a different SpongeBob.
What are you planning on doing?
Well, considering this thing is feasting on human beings, a very loud pitched scream, something in the alto level,
Are
Okay.
you suggesting a mating
or soprano.
I was gonna say alto's not bad.
Okay, soprano then.
Yeah, I was really confused.
Ah!
What's the highest pitch you can go up to?
It is soprano.
Okay, yeah. So,
Whistle
Gonna
tones.
scream as loud as I
So-
can. It's soprano.
Okay.
There you
There's
go.
a sudden.
a teenager
That was
Where is it at? Like
not
100?
soprano.
away
Where?
from us.
What is your distance on your stuff?
Oh, that's a good.
Give me those acting sticks.
I feel like that's him.
I can't do my high pitch.
I feel like that's him that has to
30
since he's
feet.
casting it.
Oh
30
yeah,
feet.
you should be the
So,
one to make
That's
that
scream,
noise.
my guy. You're casting.
Yeah, you're casting it. You gotta make the noise.
Before I cast this, is this a
Cover
good
your ears.
idea? How big was the imprint?
You can see it. It's right
Yeah,
there.
Can I roll for the measurements of
You
that?
are wasting our time,
Yeah,
sir.
It's a big bird!
Just scream.
Very well.
We're gonna hide in the like. All right, I've cast invisibility, and I'm now safely behind the tree, kind of watching.
Fair enough.
Like probably like 30, 40 feet away.
Everybody get in position.
Alright, well,
I'm also under the trees, not in the nest.
okay, I'm gonna
You're
be
just staying
in the center of
outside.
this broken down clearing, I guess. I'll disguise myself to look like a couple of animals.
So,
Okay.
I missed what you
I thought
said.
he's disguising himself as a wounded animal within the nest.
30 feet.
No.
I can't even see.
Wounded animal in the nest. What kind of animal are you?
I don't know any of the local bigger wildlife. What's the equivalent
Spider
of
bear.
a D&D deer?
Spider bear.
A deer, probably.
Do we have deer?
There was a squirrel.
There
So-
are deer with a flower on their forehead.
Oh, that sounds nice. I'm gonna do the
Yeah.
flower deer.
What kind of noise does that deer make?
That's a
Got
goat,
it.
my guy.
Definitely a goat.
Yeah, I've actually never heard a deer talk. Make a noise.
Yeah, that's actually
Kind
accurate.
of like a
Okay.
bee.
Okay, yeah,
He's
I'm
never heard a
gonna.
deer talk.
Yeah, I've never met. heard a
Okay,
deer
everybody
talk.
in position.
Good.
Here we go. Casting minor illusion, and I'm gonna make it sound like a pre-adolescent deer.
Okay.
All right, give us your best.
Give us your
Loudly.
best adolescent deer.
You know, yeah.
Accurate.
Not bad. Not bad.
Holy shit, that was actually kind of accurate. My brother's old like deer horn thing, very similar. So
Oh yeah.
the noise bellows out into the night, or the well, not night. It just seems like night because of how much the clouds are covering the sun. And then there's a sudden silence.
That's
You
not
hear the-
silence.
Hold.
You okay out there, buddy?
We're like 30 feet away from
I
him.
regret this plan.
Don't be
turn
afraid.
invisible, like, real fucking quick.
Put
So
bone
what's
cam.
he's already in
I'm just gonna ready Wheel's bolt when it gets close. How about that?
Okay, you're readying an action.
Yep.
Is it coming to, like, attack you?
I'm
Or
the
just
bait.
grab
I'm readying the bow
Probably
shot.
grab, but if I hit its wings or something, I can down it.
Oh.
Okay,
Actually,
join in that
I have
plan.
A good plan.
Oh, what's the plan?
where are you right now?
Yeah, if we're already hidden, it's.
I'm running back out into the clearing.
Oh my god!
I have another plan.
Whoosh.
You guys, okay. Really quickly.
Get in
As you
close.
get out there, you see a shadow cover the entire spot where you two are currently at.
Okay, how far up off the
Can
ground
I
is the bird?
see?
You look up. It's a tiny bird. Oh no, it's a little bit bigger.
It's diving.
That's a big bird. What are you doing?
I want to run out and scream, wait.
Well, I'm gonna run
bird in bird
about. Wait,
language.
let's see.
In bird language.
You attempt.
Whatever
You
bird.
use an Ethereum.
Yep, I do. And I'm gonna keep circling through
And
whatever
you
bird languages
somehow
I can.
can't find the language,
I'm gonna keep trying.
as it is not a beast.
Is it an animal?
It's a monstrosity.
Oh.
Monstrosity.
I'm gonna like call back.
Good luck, Jay.
Okay. I'm gonna run. So how far from the to the edge of the clearing is the middle of the clearing?
I'd say you're about a 30 feet, 45 feet in the middle, like from where he's at in the middle. You're 45 feet away from the actual forest.
You guys look.
Okay, 'cause
Loris
I'm
is
not
back.
sure
He's
how
done his animal
far-
shift.
How far
No,
I
this
can
is the
do-
bait.
Oh wait, I guess
This is what I look like.
I'm gonna run
Doesn't look
30
like a
feet
deer.
away.
I know.
30 feet away
Yeah,
from the clearing.
from the from where we're standing.
Okay,
I'm probably still in the clearing a little bit,
just a little bit, yeah.
but I'm gonna stay on that side, and yeah,
Me too.
Okay,
I'm gonna ready Maximilian's Earthing Grasp.
okay. So there's a sudden moment as you run to the forest line and you look back up, and that bird is humongous. It is reaching its claw out and you can barely tell the details. It looks like it should be a lot closer. And it still gets bigger. And it still gets bigger before it completely eclipses the spot that you two were currently in. And its claws go straight for Chiron.
Witch's bolt.
Alright, go ahead and attack.
Arrow shot.
Should we roll initiative?
No, wait, hold on.
Not yet.
Okay, so
I'll say you roll initiative, and you roll initiative.
Hey, I had an arrow ready too.
You did?
Yeah,
Can I
I was
use-
up in the tree.
can I use
Sorry,
the
I didn't
hole?
hear you part.
Can I use the
Um,
hole?
Oh, yeah.
So you roll initiative 2.
Oh, dirty 20 or natural 20.
Natural 20!
Oh, that's two.
so
Nice.
15 for me.
So
I mean, a natural 20 is on the die.
yes.
I rolled
You know,
an
all
8, which is
redundancy.
accurate.
He has advantage, and he rolled 2 2s. I'm just letting you know, you're a very lucky man.
Alright, should I roll?
I rolled an 8.
So what did you hit? Did you hit?
What would you roll?
Was this for initiative or the witch's bolt hit?
Oh, sorry. You roll your attack, and then roll initiative.
Okay.
You're basically getting surprise round right now, you 3.
Okay.
And then roll initiative.
So
for
in that,
you
in that
three.
case,
Oh.
the 13 was a 14 for hit.
We have a what round?
Okay.
Surprise round.
So,
Basically,
You miss.
you're unprepared.
I
You're making the
miss?
first attack
Just
because
barely.
You're just unprepared.
17?
Oh, I thought you said 14.
17.
Oh, my bad. Oh.
Yeah, oh my god.
You hit. I'm so sorry. You hit.
Okay, that's I'm aiming straight for the wing, trying to down it.
Okay.
So 2 d12s.
John,
Oh, here we go.
this one.
Yeah. So for 2 d12s,
That was an easy.
6 and 8. For the hit / DC, do I add that as well? This one. This plus 4 stuff.
That's for your damage.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
a 6 plus an 8, so a 14.
Or sorry, your hit D is not for your damage. So no.
Yeah. Okay, so 14 altogether.
14. Okay, 14 damage. Just enough to get him to, or get the bird to suddenly recoil before immediately grasping on. As you hit the talons, aiming for the wing, the talon just eclipses your perspective before the witch's bolt hits, burns a chunk of the talon just enough to where it recoils its position and flies up before it almost reaches you.
Okay.
That's lucky.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on its eye. One of its eyes.
Don't you?
Or, no, it says range 120 feet.
Yeah,
So,
it's an interesting one. So, is it a
it's
save?
called Chill Touch because of what it does to it, not because I have to touch it.
Something touches it, believe me.
Yeah,
Is it a save?
Yes. Yes. Wait. God, where am I gonna do?
Wow, my dice are gonna kill me today. So,
No, it's not safe.
no. Oh, okay. So go ahead and roll your attack then. And add your spell modifier.
Oh.
Unfortunate. You see a skeletal hand reach out of the dirt beneath the creature, just large enough to almost reach it, but the bird recoils fast enough that it just barely misses before the skeletal hand dissipates into
so
the
you did
mist.
initiative was an unnatural 20 or? Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Oh, my initiative is 14, by the way.
I gotta roll for a hit.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry, not 21, 20.
Can we get some?
That definitely hits.
Can we get some fight music? Back?
Yeah, it's on.
And that's just 1d8 plus 4. 9. And I was aiming for its throat.
9. And you're shooting.
Just an arrow.
Okay. Oh, you said 9? to hit.
No. 20 to hit,
Oh,
9 for damage.
sorry. Completely SpaceX. I was working on that. So 9 damage. Unfortunately, not high enough to where you could really pinpoint a spot on the bird.
Oh.
However, hitting the bird, there is a sudden moment of you watch one of its eyes, the one that can see you best, shift to look directly at you, and then it scans the forest and sees. What are you doing right now? You're invisible. What are you doing?
I ran back and hid behind the tree I was hiding behind.
Okay. What's your stealthing at? Because if you're stealthing, I need you to roll stealth.
I guess I would be even hiding behind the tree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get that far.
I should also have you roll stealth too. You just have advantage.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
Shitty.
It was not 1, but it comes to 4, if that helps.
You felt hidden for a moment before you realized, oh, this tree's so small.
It's a
I'm
bush.
not very big.
Yeah, neither's the tree.
I'm dirty 20.
Okay.
Stealth.
You were definitely hidden. So instead of just having those 3 roll initiative, everyone please roll initiative.
Oh. What if I already rolled?
If you already roll, what is it?
14.
14?
21.
21?
It was an 8.
8?
19.
19?
I got a 22.
Okay.
Time last.
Okay, finally I get a good roll. Okay, just as the bird recoils, it suddenly looks to the forest and sees you and you currently trying to, well, trap it. As it takes in its moment and swings its wings out and flies towards you,
Towards which one of us?
both of you.
Oh, goody.
I was just standing.
It's 100 feet long.
Good
Are
God!
we doing the battle map?
With this size of a battle?
Can
No.
we scale it and try?
That'd be difficult, but I guess we can try.
Just
Yeah.
do like a, instead of it being 100, it's 1 square
I love the rules.
type thing, or it's 10 squares.
So like 10 feet per block.
Just use that big old blue speaker that you got there.
Oh, you're on your light.
Alright, so.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I guess this would work.
Oh my god.
The blue speaker is the bird.
Except it doesn't encompass full 10 squares.
So we'll call 4 squares 100. I guess.
There's gotta be
We'll just do it for. We won't have to really worry about the math. We'll just perspective wise. So here. Sure. Here's boss
Oh my god,
monster.
and it even says boss monster.
Yeah.
I'll show it to the camera.
I mean, the camera can see it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The bird's here. Everybody give me your characters.
Oh, Mac here.
I don't
Mrrr.
diddly squat.
Oh my
Well,
God!
I mean, I keep my figurine with you guys.
No.
This thing can
Must
just
have
turn
done.
around and hit us all.
Oh, yeah, there.
Sorry. Not like
No gentleness.
You are
I'm under.
in like underneath the creature, so. And Zimri.
that's me.
Trying to hide behind the tree, not maybe 40 feet away from him, as the bird swoops through, trying to hit both of you.
Oh my
I'm
god.
taking out everyone in its wake.
We definitely should have brought a cart.
How the hell are we gonna get this thing back?
There's a reason the price on this thing's head is 100 each.
500 total?
Yeah.
Probably would have been 600 with Laura's present.
You'd be rich as fuck if you got this thing back alive. So,
It's like 500. That's like it's like 1,000 gold pieces if we sell all of the Ethereum.
Scratches.
Oh, scratching.
Yeah.
so let's go ahead and Roll to hit both of you.
Roll to
So,
hit.
one is 24 against your armor class,
That hits.
And it misses.
and the other one is 32 against yours.
That also hits.
32.
32.
You get 32.
I'm starting to think we shouldn't be here.
I want to point out you're so lucky you rolled 2 2s.
That would have been instant death.
Yeah, you would have been. You would have been bait.
So, it's going to be interesting.
We're gonna die.
Both of its talons, as it reaches for you and reaches for you, grapple onto you. And you notice, it doesn't seem to be trying to hurt you, or else this would have hurt a lot more than it's about to.
Didn't think it was Teddy
What?
yelling at him.
Don't
No,
attack anyone.
no, but I told you like last time I looked. Would've been locked up.
Wow, okay. So, you both take 16 damage, slashing damage, as the claws almost like it's really holding back, slice into your sides as it grabs a hold of you. And you are now being, what is it? You're now grappled and restrained. So your speed is 0, attack rolls against you have advantage. Is it... Oh, and you have a disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Lovely.
Alright. That's its turn though. So you're first. Or sorry, no, Bo, you're first.
Okay.
Theodore.
So I'm gonna step out of my invisibility and cast comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages. Okay.
It's like just
You can't speak to her because it's an animal, but I can speak.
I
So-
can speak to it, and it's not a beast or an animal.
yeah.
It's a
This is
monstrosity.
for any literal meaning of any language.
Yep. So you spent an Ethereum, and it is currently not speaking.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell at it like, why are you here? Why are you here?
And you all hear him say, "Why are you here?" in common. But the bird doesn't seem to even respond.
Thought you were saying that we heard the bird yell back in common, "Why are you here?"
No, it's no response at all.
There's not a whole lot that I can do.
I'd say right about now the bird is maybe 20 feet from you. So if you wanted to attack it, just remember if you attack, your invisibility goes down.
It goes down or goes away?
It goes away.
Okay.
It's like shields.
It's only covering this much right now.
There's not really anything else I can do since I.
Unfortunate side effect of using invisibility. I can't attack. Not unless I want to go. Good for Rosa.
Okay. Then I will get out of my invisibility and run up and try to stab it with my rapier. Trying to get it like to loosen its grip.
Okay. Do you not want to make any kind of knowledge checks or anything like that while you're on it?
Actually,
As a bonus action?
yeah, let's do that.
Because even though you might not have recognized it immediately by name, seeing this thing in person is different and it could trigger some kind of memory of knowledge.
Okay, yeah. So you said knowledge check?
Yeah, so any form of knowledge check. It could be nature, it could be history, whatever you feel would be most accurate.
Alright, let's do nature check.
Okay.
Natural 20. 25.
Are you serious?
Yes!
Hello.
Yes!
Okay.
Maybe just need to ask them.
You seeing the creature, it hits you. Oh shit. That's what a rock is, and you remember seeing creatures like this in the wastelands of Thakrin, where there were plenty of adventurer groups, way stronger than you and your group, who had gone completely missing after going on hunts for these things.
Background is where we're from, is it not?
Yes.
Would I know that based on my background?
No. There's stories of these creatures being so powerful they would take on dragons.
Did you stab it with a rapier?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Haven't yet.
I'm allowing him to do this beforehand.
Yeah.
But then you.
Shit, there's not a whole lot that I can do though. I'm gonna use my last. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to stab it with my rapier and then back up.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Just to try to get it to let go of Zimri. Another nat 20.
Oh my god,
Holy
nice!
shit.
So go ahead and roll damage, double what you roll.
Okay.
Please hit me another eye
But
roll.
that gets me out of this.
Don't roll a d20.
That would be awesome.
That would. Shit.
So it's 2d8s.
You would roll it once and then double that. This is literally
Okay.
2d8s. Right?
Yeah, roll the number, double what you get.
16.
Shit. Oh no, double the dice
Yeah.
and then add your modifier.
16 and then, or so it's 12 plus 4.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we did that right.
Just making sure. So, 16 damage, your rapier goes straight into one of the talons. Or I suppose probably one of the wings, because that's what's closer to you. And just as it does, you hear the cawing noise immediately erupt and almost shatter your eardrums as it's cawing out as loud as it possibly can. And then it shakes its wing, trying to, almost out of pure reaction, trying to get you to just get off of it. And just as you're about to get smacked by the wing, you barely dodge out of the way.
Does that loosen its grip?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh shit.
It's your turn though. You can make a, what is it? You can make a dexterity savings throw to try and get out of the grip. However, you are at disadvantage on dexterity because you are restrained.
I think these things are that fucking.
Yeah, roll
Yeah, I
it
didn't think it
down.
was gonna be this strong.
And that's all I can really do.
Yep. Let's just say, within this world, there are many things you can do, many things you should do, and many things maybe might not be a great idea.
That was
However, that's not what this was. This isn't a, oh, bad idea kind of thing. It's maybe approach it differently.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. I need to get its attention so it makes
So-
calls at me.
I have advantage on dex saving throws, so would that mean?
Then it's just a normal throw.
Okay.
Advantage plus disadvantage just equals
That's what I
normal.
thought. I just wanted.
Even if there's multiple of
Make
either.
sure. That's fine.
And if there is multiple, it's still just one anyways.
So 21.
21.
Yes.
Okay. Well, shit. Yeah, that's enough. You suddenly feel a sharp pain in your back that it almost invigorates a part of you that you did not know you had, and suddenly you just break out of the claw's grip and slide yourself out before it can really restrain you
I
again.
just launched myself.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a little hot dog. Alright. So that would be your action and half your movement.
Half of my movement.
Because I'm saying you're getting up, So yes, half your
Okay,
movement.
so I'm like standing, and where does that put me though?
Well, you're still right next to the claws, as it's currently looking down at you and is about to try and grab you again.
Well, I. It's not gonna do the dumb thing I was about to just do. I'm going to go through, and you said I took my action
Yeah.
and half of my movement.
Use your bonus action to commit tax evasion.
Hey.
I'm going to go through. I can't 2-weapon fight if I didn't fight initially, right?
Yep. Them's the rules.
I want to. Is he technically flanked right now?
Yes, technically you are flanking him. By all definitions, that is technically accurate.
Okay.
Do.
We get advantage, or he gets disadvantage, or something.
It's advantage on attack rolls against.
Yeah. So I want to move like around him a little bit to this unoccupied side.
Okay.
To where he's grabbing
You can move 1 square. We'll consider 1 square 30 feet.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move more than just that.
Or cantrips count.
Okay.
Or is that considered all of that? Because it's 2 speed. How would I, if I, okay, so I use that, so I have 15. If I use my bonus action to double it, does that mean I have 45?
You can't use your bonus action to double your
To
movement.
run?
That's using your action, not your bonus action. No.
You sure?
Yep. I'll show you.
Okay, this thing was never
Right here.
accurate with ours, though.
Actions
No,
in combat.
this
Attack,
wasn't.
Cast a
That's
spell, dash,
not the same thing as
disengage, dodge.
Well, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say run on there.
Double movement in action. Regardless, is that your turn?
Yeah, I just want to move.
Okay. So, 15 feet. Move just enough where you're halfway between those two. Jonah, or sorry, no, Celia, you're next. Belthan.
I'm gonna run up till I. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna stay right there. And I'm going to cast Firebolt.
A fish catching fire.
Okay. I just rolled a 1.
Plus what?
Unfortunately, it just you start summoning it, Ethereum gets used,
so
and then you kind of like almost lose sight of it for like half a second, and it just goes wild off into the distance. And then you're like, how did I miss the big bird?
That's right. So,
I want to
Well, that's why I'm saying it was just hard to pinpoint because of all the rain.
it like sizzled out as it's shooting upwards
Yeah.
for some reason.
That was embarrassing.
That was my weak spell.
Just like
Oh, shit.
bring out
Okay,
the
that's
real
fine.
guns.
I'm going with one. Okay, so your attack goes wide. What are you doing? You are still in the clearing as the bird is barely, maybe 20 feet away from you.
Oh.
I put you way over here for some reason.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I was that close.
Yeah, and think of it as it's cut off like right here.
Okay.
That's why the speaker worked better, honestly. But it's okay.
Oh, let's switch it up.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the bird.
That is a bird. A weird looking bird. But
So if I were to
Bird
run
battle.
away right now, does that mean he'd get an opportunity to?
Yes. However,
You can use disengage if you have it though.
yeah, if you haven't used an attack, you could use disengage.
Just used a spell.
He
That's
has.
an attack.
So I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an action to disengage unless you're a rogue.
In which case, you can just flee.
Next character.
In which case, it's a bonus.
I have a tabaxi rogue main that I want to play.
Well, my bonus action. I have a bonus action of 2-weapon fighting.
2-weapon fighting. Okay. Go ahead and you use your. You didn't use a weapon before though, did you? So you can't use 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna stand there.
I'm sorry.
Hey!
So, Kyron.
Just watching your like firebolt fizz out. Never mind.
So question, for Witch Bolt, as long as I've hit him before, it says I can use that action to do another Witch Bolt action against it. Does that take another spell slot?
Yes.
Okay.
Does it take another Ethereum though?
Yes.
Well, yeah, everything.
Anything you do magic-wise, it will take an Ethereum.
Okay. In that case,
It's the only reason you got a bonus of 10 beforehand.
Is that when you're concentrating on something, you have to sacrifice an Ethereum every single turn?
No.
No, because it's the initial one and done.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Like if you're doing a
Alright.
concentration spell.
so
Like
you tried to talk to it and it didn't.
It didn't talk back. That doesn't mean I wouldn't comprehend it. So
It seems like it doesn't want to do this, so I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna cast Suggestion on it. So suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see.
Creature?
Yeah, you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Well,
Like
actually,
put
no,
monstrosities.
damn, no, I'd have to do comprehend. Never mind. Shit.
No, hold on. Are you doing this? You don't know if it'll work or not, but are you doing this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Might as well.
if we fight, we die.
I know, yeah, that's why.
Can't kill it. So
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright, well. So it's a wisdom saving throw for 12, so I'll just do that first.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Wow. With the +4, it got 11.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Do you need to roll for this though?
Now what are you doing?
I'm gonna yell at it, just say, "Stop! We want to talk. We're not hostile. Talk to us."
The bird stops for a moment, and then it just releases you as you fall. Or sorry, as you fall. And the bird cocks its head backwards towards you, and then just takes off into the sky again.
Is it gone or just...
It seems to be disappearing into the sky as it
It
flies
sounds like
away.
a motorcycle apparently.
And almost super speeds. It is gone within a few moments.
You're welcome.
holy shit!
Oh my god.
Good God!
I'm just gonna take this off the boards.
So
Ooh, zoom. It's got the zoomies. That was not a good situation.
Is anyone injured?
No.
How bad?
I can't feel my lungs.
Back hurts a bit.
I feel fine actually.
I'm sure. I'm sure it could.
I was
Just a little
gonna,
bit of a hurt pride.
I was gonna heal its wing. I was trying to get it to talk to me. Yeah.
Alright, so what's the plan from here?
We will not be able to kill this thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this task is worth it, guys.
Screw.
I think
that
it
guy.
might be worth it, but like, we can't. What if we like offered it something?
I don't think it's willingly gonna go into slavery.
Fuck no, but maybe it'll go ruck some shit up and like kill that guy instead.
I like that plan.
Do we have any... Well... Do we have any abilities to hold it down?
No.
See, the thing is,
I mean, how much rope do we have when we put it all together?
I've got 50 feet.
I've got 50 feet as well.
I also have.
I can already tell you that's not
That
enough.
thing's the size of a football field.
It's not 100 yards, it's 100 feet. What's a
If
football
they
field
would
also?
respond to you like
Not a football field. Not a football
talking, yelling.
we find its lair, I can't guarantee anything, but I may be able to converse with it.
What if we were to offer it a snack?
I have a
The
squirrel.
There's literally like a crumb to this thing.
Yes.
Everyone go hunting.
Snack.
I can hunt. I
And
have a
offer
bow.
that and be like, we come in peace, and then you can have a nice little chit chat, or
Yeah,
at
we
least
can-
a one-sided chit chat.
We did damage it. It's possible we'll be able to track it to its nest.
Isn't this?
No, probably not. It left.
It's more of a perch.
It was taking a nap. It's not its home.
But, I say we hunt first. Find offerings to possibly give it a non-hostile
Big snacks. Not squirrels.
ideal.
I was thinking bear, or a deer, or a bugbear.
Flower deers.
Yeah, I'm all down for hunting.
Let's go hunting.
So, in the middle of the rain, you decide to go hunting? I'm just clarifying.
Anybody got any healing spells?
I have nothing.
Sorry, bud.
I will give you one Ethereum to heal me.
Yes, I will heal you both with a second level healing word.
Bam, 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 bam.
Anyone got another D4? Actually, I'll just roll this twice.
D4?
No, it's fine. I got it. Oh, shit.
Just to be clear, I
Okay,
have.
No, I'm good.
Just to be clear, if I'm going to do suggestion again to actually talk to it, I need to reinvigorate my spell slots. So
Oh, it might just be better to take a rest then.
we're in a hunting ground for it. It's
In the
not
middle
good
of the
idea
rain.
to do that here. Let's take the horses. So we see if we can find out where it went. Before we go, let's gather some creatures, possibly use it as an offering.
You heal for 11.
Oh.
Not you, Brayden.
Oh. Damn.
Who wants to roll perspective or perception real quick?
I can do it.
Yeah, I got it. Pass of 22.
There was a moment during the interaction with the bird that you heard as you now look around. You have no idea where the horses have fled to.
Ah,
Thought we tied them up.
Great, you heal for 13.
Nice.
I speak with animals and horses
Give me a
and
theory.
yell for them.
You're gonna yell as loud as you can?
Yes,
After
One
what?
Ethereum to
After
your
a
thing.
yell?
Actually, don't even
as loud as
subtract
I
one.
can,
You
not
just
as
use
loud
one.
as spells can.
That's
I
a fair
just
point.
subtract one.
That's a fair point.
And it's also in a horse language, and I'm gonna go stand under a tree before I do it.
Cheese!
Cheese!
Swiss cheese!
Yeah, they're too far away to make any response. As soon as the bird showed up, it was just immediate. They took off. They know what that is. They don't want anything to do with it.
They know what it is.
That's why we hit
They know what it
They just
means.
should've
It's a
stopped.
natural
Why would we talk
creature.
to them?
Is there any other animals nearby that like stopped and was like, the fuck are you yelling at horse for?
Are there any animals that would actually
No,
comprehend
unfortunately,
the
there's
speaking
nothing
horse?
nearby at this moment. The only evidence of any wildlife anywhere nearby is the sound of wolves in the distance.
Wolves could work.
Kill some wolves.
It's like the moment that bird showed up, the entire forest went dead.
How far are we from the old cabin that was there? That's not anymore.
About a half hour's walk.
I think we could always go back to there and kind of makeshift move some stuff around and maybe the horses that way.
Agreed.
You could make a makeshift little spot to rest.
Well, now's the time. Let's go get the horses.
Yeah, let's go immediately. We have to find them.
Find some tracks quickly.
Do I see any tracks?
It's raining outside. It's gonna be muddy.
I have really good tracking skills.
Okay, go ahead and try and survival or nature.
Survival.
Come on, Zimri.
Oh, nice.
And 26.
Wow.
Yes.
Dice roll.
What is your
19.
bonus?
So
7.
with that roll, you can find 2 of the horses. As they veered off in different directions, you see 2 tracks that have not been completely covered in mud and just destroyed by the rain and unfollowable. The 2 that you can find are still running, and you can see them in the distance after tracing with your eye where the tracks lead. The horses both seem to have joined together after a while of running, and now you see them in the distance heading back towards the city.
They're probably running back to their master.
It's kind of hard to tell, but once you put 2 and 2 together, that's the horses. It has to be, even though it's hard to see them in this distance. It's the only logical answer.
So I can tell you 2 of the horses are like way over, like those little dots over there. That's them.
If they're heading back toward the city, then
Yes.
you can assume they may be back at the barn for us, or nearby the city limit when we get back.
It would be a good place to start.
Alright.
We're not gonna get far finding the other one without the 2.
Fair.
Didn't we leave the other one?
We took all of them with us.
Well, let's head back to that rubble for now. We may be able to put something together
Are
for
they,
shelter.
where they were running, was it towards the rebel kind of, since that's also towards the city a little bit?
One of them had veered that direction.
But it joined back up.
It just kept going.
Okay.
Guys, we've been in these woods at night before.
I'm
We know
gonna
it's
start
not a good
heading that
idea.
way.
Yeah.
Like towards the rebel, but also like with the intent to like
Okay.
side skirting.
Basically, just follow the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you head towards the rubble, you start to hear the trees and the forest start to come back to life. There's some animals. Probably not too close, but there's some. By the time you get to the actual rubble of the building, there's there's a cart that wasn't there before that is currently getting stuff pulled out of it by a familiar looking man who, as you look at him, you immediately realize that's the guy. That's the guy I saw when he came into this world.
That's the dude who didn't want his wife to freak out about us. Yeah.
And he's currently busy taking stuff out of his cart and putting it over by the rubble.
Sir,
Need a hand?
Oh, God. I thought I'd get help, but not from... hi.
hello again.
So,
Have you seen my horses? They ran by again.
I saw a horse that took off. It was
That way?
a bit of a hurry.
Yeah. Cool.
Heading towards Anchor Point, it seemed. Are you all alright? That thing out there.
That was a big bird.
Yes, the rock is, it's not native. Certainly is a bit of a trouble for everyone here now.
Is that what happened to your house?
Yeah. That and the, Royal Guard don't seem to give a shit.
What? Not yet. So the Royal Guard aren't going to help you?
What was that? Sorry, you rolled high enough perception to hear that. What's going on?
What was what?
You said that that bird wasn't from here. Where does it actually hail from?
Well, the only kind of bird like that I've ever heard of is, usually in the Zephywash Swamp down in the south.
Oh, what swamp?
The Zephywash. You've never heard of the Zephywash Swamp?
Sir, I appeared in your attic. I
What?
don't know anything from here.
The Zephyr Wash Swamp.
I thought
is
you
a place
partied
don't
and-
want to go.
Yeah, we were drunk in your attic. Sorry, we're shook up. We just hadn't encountered that thing.
Understood.
The Zephyr Wash Swamp is a place you don't want to go. It's
You s-
considered one of the gifts of the gods, the god of chaos, to be specific.
As soon as you mentioned the bird again, he just goes distant for a moment as he looks down at the ground.
Where's your wife?
Oh no.
I don't know. The thing came and destroyed my house. She was busy in the yard. And now,
Did you see
nothing, no
when it
sign
was
of
here?
anything.
Did you see when it came and destroyed the house of your mom?
I was home, I was inside.
Could you see your wife?
No. I pray that she ran. I pray.
Did you see any blood anywhere?
No. And thank the gods I didn't. If you find any sign of her, please. I just went to Anchor Point. There was no sign of
We
her.
found a campsite just up the trail with a book that was burning allegedly. You might have seen
A book?
the book, yes.
That's odd. And who's up the trail?
Yes.
The trail that leads from your backyard.
Not to alarm you, but I did see a few drops of blood near that.
We don't know that it was hers, though. Could have been the other two people there.
Right. Well, I gotta get back to work. Can I do anything for you?
Alright, well.
Does he have a horse attached to his carriage thing?
Yeah.
Can I borrow your horse for like 20 minutes? I promise I'll bring him back. I'll leave all my people here with you.
I'd just take it.
I'll bring him back.
We have our own horses. We have no time to take them.
Yes, I just need you to go grab mine.
Right.
You'll need to take one person with you so you can have the other person ride the horse back.
Alright.
But
I'll
there's
have
two
to-
horses. and there's-
That's fine, we can tie them up to one of the other horses.
I want to point out you could probably fit the gnome.
I'll put the note in my backpack.
So there's 3 of us on this horse?
Yeah.
Cool, let's go.
I'm just gonna help the man unload the things he's loading as they do that.
As you start helping, he has a moment where his joints seem to almost give out on him, and he just, I'm just gonna sit down for a moment.
Yes, yes, please.
He sits there staring at the sky, just staring. And then he goes back to work. Starts putting some of the bricks that he's brought, trying to rebuild whatever he can out of the supplies he has with him.
Just rest. I can do it for you.
No,
No, really,
I need to stay busy. I can't have my mind wandering.
If you insist.
And then 2 people can help you make it faster.
I appreciate it. Should probably get under cover as fast as we can.
I actually prefer the rain.
I prefer under shelter. I was in that beast's claws. I have no desire to go back there.
That was still shelter.
Did it take you?
No, it almost did.
It had a grasp of it.
Tried.
You guys
Escaped.
escaped.
That's incredible.
It seems
Very-
to
very
comprehend
fortunate.
something that the gnome said.
Do you know anything about it? You knew that it wasn't native. Is there any other information about this bird? Things
Just
you've
that
heard?
there's a disaster waiting to happen. These
Clear.
things,
Picked up the note. Going off a little bit.
I imagine this is why you guys are doing this.
all.
I know nothing
I'm so
of
sorry, my friend.
rocks and any of that. I never had a reason to learn. I don't travel down south, and certainly never wanted to visit Zephyr-Wash. Never thought I'd run into such a thing, such a monstrosity.
Have there been rumors lately on how to deter them? Something they fear.
Nothing I can think of. It's not like I get a lot of word out here, you know.
It's the first I'm hearing of this bird, so we know nothing of it. That's okay.
Only that it's huge.
I'm happy you escaped with your lives.
We are as well.
Barely.
Perhaps the same is for my wife.
It doesn't seem. It's strange. It didn't release us due to force. It released us by its own will.
You didn't force it to stop you, or to let go of you.
Our gnome friend cast. Is that what it is?
No.
Go back to that. I want to see that. Okay. No, our gnome friend cast a spell and spoke to it.
Some kind of command spell, or
I don't.
Suggestion.
you're not here.
Oh, okay.
I do not know the comprehension of his own spells in particular, but it did not sound like a forceful spell, like something you'd hear from a guard. It sounded like something that was communicating, like you'd communicate with somebody for information.
And then it dropped him. And it flew
Saying
away.
this thing might be intelligent.
There is a strong possibility this thing may be intelligent. It did not speak to us, but it understood what our gnome friend said.
Maybe it's. But it didn't kill you when it grabbed you.
It was strange. It dove from the sky. We got the jump on it. We had no idea what we were getting into. Yet,
Are you out here trying to catch it?
yes,
Oh, you fools.
glory knows no bounds.
Well, let's just hope that if it's trying to catch people alive, maybe we can. No, it's stupid.
We will be
Speak.
encountering it again, and we will look out for your wife once we go find its lair or wherever it resides.
But for that, we needed information. Have you seen the direction that it usually flies? Have you seen where it took off after it destroyed your home?
Well, when I jumped out the window to avoid the falling roof, I saw the creature fly. He points towards the sky, towards the mountain. It went to the peak, but I don't know from there.
Is there any reason why it would attack your home? You don't have
No
livestock
idea.
around here.
I had a few cows, but
I imagine
it
no
took
longer.
them with them. I think.
That may have attracted it.
That's my guess. He thought my house was some kind of perch and just smashed it.
It landed on it? It didn't just tear it up?
That's what it seemed like. One second I'm reading a book, comfy in my chair. The next, the roof is caving in and I see nothing but claws. Giant, enormous claws. And I did the only sane thing I could think to do and I jumped out the window.
And just
By the time I collected myself, Deborah was gone. The cows were gone. My house was destroyed.
Where have you been all this time?
Trying to find Deborah. I went to Anchor Point thinking it's the only logical place she would run. No one's seen her. So when
You didn't hear anything when you jumped out the window? The
No,
scream of your
nothing.
wife?
it was silent, other than the rubble.
Imagine a beast that proportionate size makes quite a sound flying around like that.
That's the thing. It was like it wasn't there, and then it was. No. No howling, no nothing.
My eardrums disagree with that.
We were face to face with it. We heard its cry.
I imagine. Here, and as he gets done putting a few of the bricks down, he puts a cardboard
Cardboard.
Yeah, a little cardboard like chunk on top of 2 pieces of wall that you just put up. Yeah, come on. Let's get under the wall.
No, we created some makeshift mortar out of the mud out here.
If you're gonna be tracking down this creature, if you find her, if she's just give her a good burial. She deserves that.
She got sad really quick.
Alright, so you guys.
Horses.
Yep. As you travel towards Anchor Point, it takes, and I'm only saying this now because I realized, wow, I was way off on my timing. It still takes about an hour and a half to get there. As you travel on horseback and you get to the barn where you first found the horses, you see all 3 of them gathered around the barn, almost just not wanting any person nearby. You can tell the moment you get close, they immediately get scared.
Oh, I'm gonna hop down and start talking.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an animal handling check.
No, my spell.
I understand it's still an animal handling check. It's with advantage.
Why is that?
Is he bump your knee again?
Huh?
You bump your knee again?
No, just
It's okay.
It's with advantage.
With
I don't
advantage.
have cushions.
17 again.
Oh wow. Still a really good rule. Calming a horse actually does have rules you're supposed to use, even if you're talking to it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. That's why I was like, why?
So what are you saying to the horses?
Hey guys. It's okay. We're okay.
This is
The
gonna
horses slowly trot in place and stare at you.
I'm gonna like really, really slowly take like little tiny itty bitty steps. Like, it's all good.
One of the horses, Cinnamon, comes up and puts his head down towards you.
I'll like put my head to its head and like.
You hear that as it looks at the other horses, and you hear in a very boisterous tone, "We're all right." As all the horses all together just look at each other. Yeah. Yeah.
Got any carrots?
Need some
Do
hay.
you guys want head scratches too?
Yeah.
Come on.
All 3 of them start putting their heads towards you.
Sound like stoner dogs.
They look like stoner dogs.
I mean, horses are basically stoner dogs. They get high off of apples all the time. That's a thing.
I didn't know about that, but I've been around horses before. They're very intelligent.
So I really don't think we should bring our horses for this next little.
Absolutely
We
not.
should just like rope them up and then head back with the horse.
Anybody
It's on foot.
get on cam. Sorry.
So, in that case, should we take a rest now or wait till we meet up with everyone?
We still gotta get back to them.
All right, yeah. Let's take his horse.
Tie up the horses,
I-
give them some food.
If they're in the barn, they're not tied up, right? Like.
No, you can just leave them shut in the barn.
So I'm gonna ask. It was Cinnamon that walked to me first.
Yeah.
I'm like gonna like turn back and be like, Cinnamon. Will you come with us just to get everybody back comfortably, and then you can come back. I'll leave the door open. You guys can figure it out. Yeah. Just back to the rubbish.
Is it there still?
No, it's not. And we're
Okay.
okay.
You are okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does
And
cheese
the
sound
2
like?
horses that, or the horse you rode in on, looks at all of you and just goes,
Am I coming too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess we gotta bring all the horses to follow.
Do they hear what's going on between this, or is Mackie just sitting there like,
Yeah. You two
Bring
see
everybody
Mackie,
back
or
to
Zimri,
the-
currently just going.
I say we just take the horses back and rest in the rubble for now, if we have any sort of small shelter. One horse, just the guy's horse back.
If we bring the rest of them, they come and take us back, we can sleep indoors. We need now for the guy to come with us though. And then make an actual game plan, sleep, get anything in town since
It's not bad.
we can maybe go through and ask for a cage or something. Even if we're not gonna specifically use it for the intended
That's a
purposes.
big ass
Yeah, like-
cage.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to take a cage with us.
No, but if we can put it somewhere nearby, he doesn't need to know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's ride back, grab everyone, and head back to the barn.
We're gonna do that.
Okay. Another hour and a half passes as you ride your horses all the way back to the broken down house. And you see the three of them just huddled together under a thing of cardboard.
I'm
Is
still
there
in the
any?
rain.
Yeah, she didn't want to be under the.
Oh, you're still in the rain? You're just kind of like standing there?
It keeps them moist and fishy.
At this point, I imagine you've probably gotten cloaks and stuff like that, being out in the rain.
Yeah.
You get to the building itself, and the owner of the house, the man, looks at all of you and goes, "Thanks for bringing him back."
Do you want to come rest with us at our barn?
I mean, it's a roof.
A real one, not just cardboard.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
What's your name, my friend?
I'm Jeffrey.
We still have business with that rat, one way or another, so we will look for your wife early tomorrow.
Thank you. You too. I appreciate the time. All right, I guess hitch him onto the cart. I'll just ride the cart.
Okay.
Follow us.
Do that then.
Okay. You hitch the horses to the cart, and you start heading out, and you look back. You see it flying in the sky over the forest as you are racing away from it.
Just get away from the damn horses.
John, what's your character's name?
Chiron.
You don't show up on the campaign.
It's not assigned. He still hasn't selected it. It's fine. So, we'll go ahead and take our break here while we get a word from our sponsor, World Anvil. Thank you. And we'll be back in just a minute. Do you know that you are loved? Do you know that World Anvil loves you and wants you on their website so that you can build your own D&D worlds just like the one that you're watching today? Well... Are you sleeping on this opportunity to get to know World Anvil and build your own worlds? Huh? You'll never take me alive. Get back here, you! Miku! Are you subscribed to World Anvil? Use our coupon code ROLLYD at checkout and you will save 10% on any purchase on worldanvil.com. Also, it supports the channel, so that's awesome. Please do that. Do that. Have you visited World Anvil yet? Go do it. Check it out. It's pretty cool, guys. And welcome back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roll Your Damage. We don't have very much longer on this episode, unfortunately, but where we just left off, we were just arriving at the barn with the owner of that piece of rubble.
Well,
With Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, you can take the bigger haystack.
Right. Appreciate that. He starts climbing up the ladder. And he sees the vast amount of hay. Right. He just starts walking over to one of the haystacks and starts laying down in it. Starts kind of like rubbing the hay around and trying to dry himself off a little before he starts just. You see him like within seconds of laying down, he just passes out from exhaustion.
He's all tuckered out.
Damn.
And then you just hear the where is it? Hold on. Sorry. Hey, I should have read it. You hear the door open. And then you hear,
We're under attack!
Roll for initiative.
that wasn't the job I thought they'd be wanting.
Loris, my buddy!
Oh,
How
I
are
was
ya?
like,
I learned a lot today.
Did they
you
pop
make
your cherry?
Did you make some money?
I think I gave them money.
well, they're good at that.
How much do you owe them?
I think I got what I was worth, but I think I gave them like 4 pieces of Ethereum. That's okay. We'll make more.
Oh,
You can go
dear.
back to mine and get those back.
Yeah.
And bring them home with you.
Huh?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got this. Just stay away from the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are scary.
Well, go take a nap. You've definitely earned it, sir.
No,
I
I
think
want to
I'm
hear
gonna
more.
spend tomorrow just in here.
Hey, so what did they do to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, you do.
Did they rub
I
your feet
don't.
like you thought?
You lost some of your.
You see like an almost tear just appear.
Guys, I don't
fine.
think he's a virgin anymore.
I feel like you lost some Ethereum that was important to you, to them. We'd at least like to know how.
No.
Oh, come on, buddy. Maybe later.
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 Don't kiss and
Settle
tell.
Oh. Well, you can go
He just
snuggle
kinda
up to a
like-
new friend.
Yeah.
He walks into one of the hay bales and just face plants into it.
Is it the one that our friend Jeffrey's in?
You're a.
It's okay. He's cuddly.
At least he's not covered in manure anymore.
Hopefully.
He needs intimacy.
I'm gonna roll to
For
smell him.
What the fuck?
I want to know what they.
You're rolling to smell him?
I want to know if they gave him a
Just
bath. He
ask
did
him.
go in there
Roll
smelling like
perception.
manure.
Roll perception.
should be more than enough.
1.
Okay, you get real up close.
Gotta get as close as possible.
You hear, and you smell various smells of possibly sweat, maybe something else. It's hard to tell. It smells fishy. However,
I like how it was really funny for the guys.
it's very good. I'm sorry.
It was really.
I'm so sorry. This is your boyfriend I'm talking about. I'm sorry.
Something Grant would say or do.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
Well, he was innocent, but he's lost his innocence.
you all find yourselves feeling tired, drying yourselves off in the hay, taking a nap,
Time is
going
the
to bed.
We gotta dig with a rocks rack.
Okay, we're doing a long rest then?
Are we successfully long resting?
Roll for it.
So
Roll for a long rest.
Roll for initiative.
during the night, there's a lot of noise. It's hard to sleep, but sleep comes to you regardless. And in the night, there's a calling, a strange feeling of resentment, and a source of pain that strikes you, Kyra.
Ow!
As you sleep and slumber, there's almost an audible tone of pain and you feel regret for something you don't know what you've done, but it hurts nonetheless. You feel pulled towards destination. Alright. You all wake. Your dreams are fading as you sleep, or as you awake. The sun is shining. The rain has stopped. And the horses are currently all laying down next to each other in their little corral. Cute.
Cute. Quite cute.
So, what are you doing?
We're under attack.
We decided we were going to go and follow that spot where Jeffrey saw the rack and go behind, right?
To clarify, he's doing that on purpose.
But while we were in town, we were gonna see if there was anything we could find to help us.
Okay.
We need a backup plan just in case this thing is actually
Or
really,
the-
really
Don't attack it. That's the
Monstrosity.
backup.
So are you going into town?
So we want to be merciful.
If we go to a local
Yeah.
herbalist,
Put
we may
ourselves
be
at its
able to
mercy.
find a sleep agent.
Yeah.
And not have a backup plan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
potions, something like that.
Even with a backup plan, we're dead.
How are we going to get this thing to the guy?
We're not. That's not happening. That's impossible. Right now, we're trying to find out.
So,
Debbie.
where are you going?
Potions shop.
Yeah, let's go to like a herbalist.
Oh, wait, actually, we went to a potion shop before, and it
We
was
can
extremely
afford
expensive.
any potion.
And not the potion shop, then let's go to an herbalist. If we can get some kind
I
of
think
sleep
that was
agent.
like where we went was an herbalist type of thing.
It was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everything here is
Yeah.
No, we're just poor.
However, you have come into money.
Wait, who here has arrows?
not much.
I do.
Oh, I guess actually, yeah.
Pretty
Everybody-
decent.
Yeah. Then we wouldn't be able to do spells.
Exactly.
They would have picked up
Oh.
Yes, that's where you were.
Oh, I think we did.
Did we
We picked up our
pick
money.
up the money from the blacksmith dude that was smelting everything down?
Yes.
Braden picked his up.
I
We had to
just
pay
kinda
for
counted
it
them.
again, though.
Okay, I just wanted to double
I
check.
got one silver piece.
And then you had to pay it back.
Oh, I got one silver piece.
Upon entering the town, you're immediately accosted by the royal guard standing wait. Sorry, you Theodore.
Yes.
Alexander's pretty upset with you right now.
How so?
Why? You had called for him to meet you,
Ah, yes.
and he came and waited. And he has requested all of the guards around the city to tell you don't do that again.
Is he still here so I can issue a formal apology?
He is not. He has actually taken his leave from the city for a while.
I see.
However, I would be very careful who you summon warily.
Suppose that makes sense.
Now, whatever you do, stay out of trouble. He stands away and goes back to his post. So, you heading to the Ashy Enchanter?
Yep.
Yes.
I'll follow them. Close behind.
After about 30-minute walk, getting through the city and getting to the Ashy Enchanter, there's almost a slight eerie emptiness of people. As you look around, you notice hardly anybody is out. It's middle of the day, or well, it's middle of the morning. And last time you were here in the morning, this place was lively. But now there's barely anybody roaming about, and the people that are seem to be in a very hurried state.
I'm gonna stop somebody just along. What, somebody's like hurrying by.
You see a
Excuse me.
kid as he's about to book it past you, and he looks up at you. Yeah?
Why is everybody running frantically around?
We gotta stay out of the view.
The view of what?
The thing.
The rock.
The bird?
You almost said that.
No, I said it with an accent.
The bird. It flew over. It took people.
Where did it fly?
I don't know. That's just what people said.
So you didn't see it yourself then?
No, Mom just said to hurry home.
Okay, thank you.
Behind your mother.
No problem. He takes off.
It's come back for vengeance.
Let's go to the basement.
Yeah, all of you heard that.
Oh. Wonder who it took.
Yeah. I think we should head up the mountain.
Yeah.
Should the rack come back?
Yes.
Should the rock come back, we could set up a perimeter to possibly shoot it down if we get these sleeping agents. It would eliminate the.
Strong enough to shoot that bitch down.
Trebuchet, catapult. We are in a freaking city.
If we have enough arrows coated in anything to put it to sleep or paralyze it, we could eliminate the problem of having to drag it back.
Let's go to the store then.
Just make it fall out of the sky.
Store stuff? So we're going to the
It's
store
coming
stuff.
here to hunt, meaning it has a reason to come back. Alright, we go into the Ashen Enchanter.
I'm not so sure that it's
I
of
don't
what
think
it's
it's
doing.
hunting.
I don't think so either.
Has it ever come this close to the city?
But it's not killing.
It took
That we know of. Not when it grabs. Not intentionally.
I didn't feel like it wanted to kill me, but it almost killed me.
If we fight, we die.
Agreed.
A sleeping
Well, you
agent?
spoke to
How,
it, so-
how much sleeping agent are you going to have to take down a beast? It's 100 feet long.
Yeah, you're gonna need some.
Come to your
concentration.
pockets,
Bella
boys.
Okay, so you walk into the Ashy Enchanter and you see the various potions, the weaponry, the armor strewn across the walls. You see the I legitimately don't remember who is managing this place, and they're not written down. So, recreating. You see a half-orc fella
A fella.
currently standing at the front, what do you call it, the bar. And he stares at all you. Well, howdy. You come in for some potions, armor, or weaponry?
Actually, we were wondering if you had any kind of
Yes.
sleeping or paralysis agent to use on monsters.
Sleeping or paralysis? Let's
On a
see.
monstrosity, to be clear.
A very large creature.
Something that can take down a dragon.
Sleeping.
There you go.
You say dragon?
Not quite.
literally a dragon, but something strong enough to take down a dragon.
Well, not sure I have anything strong enough to take down a dragon on its own.
But
Well, I got here a potion of dominion. Force your will on any their creatures you wanna take down. I suppose.
how much of that do you have?
Let's see here.
Got a plan.
Potion that makes things
Well,
turn into whatever shape you want
looks like we're currently out of
for a
stock.
limited amount of time.
However, give me an hour and I can brew some up.
Do you by chance have any potions that would turn any type of creature into a different, depending on what we would like? I don't remember the name of it.
Let's see.
Yeah.
No, that's what we had last time.
Are you working on taking out that bird out there?
Oh, we're just working on protecting the city.
I see.
Is
Well,
there a discount attached to it if we say yes?
Any help you can offer will be recognized.
roll a persuasion check.
Which one of us?
Either, but not both.
Zimri's got the best persuasion.
I have terrible charisma.
Well,
I have good charisma, which is not great. Please don't be one.
Let's see here. Now I have one potion, polymorph, if that's what you're asking about.
More.
One more. There you go. Now we're
All
good.
yours.
Okay. Well, I got the first half of it right.
How much for a polymorph potion?
Well, let me pull up my book real quick and I'll tell you.
Oh, good Nico.
Let's see. That's not right. Let's see. I believe polymorph potions were around 100 gold. Let's see. Right here, this here polymorph potion is normally 500 gold pieces. Or 50 Ethereum. However, given that you're willing to try and take out that damn creature that's ruining all business in this town,
And like I said, your health would be
Recognized.
recognized, not just by us.
If it was released, if word was released that your shop was responsible for taking down that beast, your business would be endless.
yeah, I suppose. So, 20 Ethereum. We got a deal?
Yep.
Deal.
Now, I should warn you, you don't get to choose what they turn into. It's not exactly perfect. They drink it, they transform. It could be anything.
How are we gonna get it to drink?
How long does the transformation last?
About an hour.
That's not enough time to get it back.
If he's hunting in the city.
I can give you another one of these if it needs be done. And we'll call it 30 Ethereum.
30 for 2?
30 for 2.
Do you have anything else you could maybe offer at a discount?
It's a pretty big discount as it is.
I don't think there's anything I'm willing to part with this day. For at least lower price than normal. Going a health potion is 50 gold. I imagine it'll help you on your travel.
We could split up our Ethereum.
He did not hear you.
If we can all pitch, but
How much do you need for each of us?
I only have 12.
I have
I have 12.
I have 15.
I have 10. 5 each.
It's like 5 each for 200.
That would be 6 each.
Or
30.
Morris is here in spirit.
Uh,
Morris is here.
He's taking a sick day in the barn,
I can.
and he kind of lost his money. So
Yeah, so.
if we pull this off, though, we get 100 pieces of Ethereum each.
I can pitch in 6, no problem.
okay.
Alright. I'll throw in 6 as well.
I'll throw in 6.
So that would be 2 polymorph and 1 health potion, is that right?
Yes.
Those 30 Ethereum. Let's see here. Here's a health potion.
Oh, thanks.
Now do me a favor. You take this thing down, you get me one of those claws. I might be able to do something with that.
We will see what we can do. It might be attached.
It might be attached.
I don't know about that, but if you bring me a claw and it's something I can use in a potion, I might make it worth the wage.
Okay.
Now,
We'll see what we can do.
please make my customers feel at ease.
We will try.
Thank you. All right.
We ride!
As you all just awkwardly, like, slowly turn around and start walking out.
Thanks, sir. We're an awkward bunch.
So, you start heading back towards the barn to get your horses, or?
Yes.
It might be in our benefit to just turn this thing into something else and then kill whatever it turns into.
Or do you want to stop anywhere else?
Let's start by
Let's
Marty's.
see if we can get any
He
cages.
has the cage. If we tell him to meet us outside of the city with the cage.
Get into something that we can kill, chop off a hand after killing the bottom creature. Get a claw to them, the dead one.
It doesn't necessarily mean I'll be dead when I get into one either, so we can still.
Chop off its head.
I'll chop his head off, then we lose right there. Chop up a hand, we get the claw, we go.
We won't be able to contain him when he comes back to the home.
That's why it's not going to be in our possession at that
Yeah,
point.
it's gonna be in
not
the
a problem.
cage.
It's gonna be back, it's gonna blank out.
We will leave.
Fast.
Ain't your problem.
We'll
So
have 100
this-
Ethereum, we'll have the means to get to the next city.
Let's stop by Marty's then.
Can also see what we can try to see what he wants to do with said rock. And maybe we can find a middle ground.
Oh, careful. You good?
Maybe it can be missing a couple limbs and still be alive enough.
I think it would bleed out at that point.
Which works in our favor.
We could cauterize the wounds.
We could.
You have fire
Chop
spells.
his wings off and then just like, here's a big thing.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
it's
that's
official.
useless.
It's officially a flightless griffin.
We
Rocks have
don't
four.
want to. Yeah, we don't want to deform it. He wants it alive for a reason.
We think about it after this sucker. So how are we gonna do?
Honestly,
How are we going to drug it?
Wait, so how long does the
I've got
potion
suggestion.
last?
Hour.
No, I've got suggestion.
It's a long
If it listens to me, I can do that.
So let's get it smaller until it can turn back into its original form. If it helps us out and then it needs to leave, type of thing. Or we kill it after.
I think we should just
You could just tell it that
polymorph it,
Marty's
see if
going to
we can get
relocate it back to
get
its
it in
home.
the cage, and then work from there. After we cut off a hand, of course. For that.
I feel like we should have a little bit more of a plan initially established, but okay. Cool.
That's why we have 2 polymorph potions. Plan B.
That'd be another
Plan B is
polymorph
a
potion.
fish. Fish on a stick, my guy.
Alright,
Fish on a stick.
so you guys wanna head over to Marty's then and like,
Yeah, we need to let him know, like, if we can set up getting the cage outside of the city to put it in there beforehand or whatnot.
I think we should write this down on a letter because he's not going to want to talk to us during business hours.
He
Have
has a
him
back
read it.
room.
He's not going to want to talk though. Things listen.
that's fair.
That's why he sent us away the first time. We write it down, you know, here, read this. Write your response or something. We'll plan to meet at this time.
Send a messenger with a response.
Send Luris. Serious.
Let's just give it a shot. Let's head over to Marty's.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we just talk in his basement?
Do any of you have parchment?
Oh,
Just wondering.
I have a book.
An iron pot.
Do we have what?
parchment.
Did you have?
I don't.
I don't.
I have
I'm
monocles.
gonna. Did we walk away from the shop?
Yeah, I imagine this is while you're walking towards that side
How
of the
far away is the shop?
from the potion shop.
Yes.
About 5 minutes now.
I'm gonna excitedly be like, hold on! And I'm gonna run back to the shop and ask him for something.
Okay, a minute away of running.
Okay. And something to write with.
Okay. Easily given to you. He seems not too worried about it.
Slightly confused, but like, okay.
Yeah. And he shushes you out of the store. So you run back. You now have a piece of parchment and a pen. A
Look,
very
guys.
feathered pen too. Looks cool.
Look, guys.
All right. So you head to Marty's.
Yes.
It does take a minute, but you get there. It's still very early in the morning, but it is the morning. Okay. The store is open. The door almost cracked open just a little bit. As you walk in, all the cages are gone. Even though they were empty last time, now they're gone. And you start walking in and you walk down the stairs and you see all of the people you saw last time standing down there, and the ogre is currently watching over Marty's shoulders as he looks up and stares at all of you.
Well, I wasn't expecting all of you to show up today. You already take care of that beast. You had a run-in with the townsfolk.
We also had a run-in with the bird. But we did not capture it clearly.
Yes.
It's in the works.
We figured out a plan to deal with it, but we'll need your help.
What can I do?
You mentioned you had a cage for this creature?
I have accommodations. Yes.
You're gonna
The
need a
plan
big
should be
cage.
laid out on that note there.
And he starts writing down, and he hands it back, and you read.
I'll do what I can. Have it here by tomorrow morning, and I will have the means to contain it.
At the desired location? Or
Southern
here?
Gate.
Southern Gate?
Now, I do have business to attend to, and there are eyes. And he stares at the ogre and. Now, be on your way, and our business is our business. Understood? Good. Tips his top hat to you. Now be on your way, and I'll hopefully see you soon.
Stay famished.
You still don't know what that word means.
You're right.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Hearing Western music in your head after dealing with that southern half-orc.
So you start heading towards where you saw the rock and the.
Is it rock?
Are you bringing the old farmer with you?
I assumed to be left in at the
Yeah, I thought we left
Yes.
Jeff
I was just
over
curious if you're picking him up with the horses.
For him to
Probably
do his
grab
thing, I
yours.
assume we're also leaving the horses.
So if he's
Okay.
wanting us to bring it tomorrow morning, should we even, like, we can't attack it right now. Because we can't keep it small long enough to bring it to him until,
We
Once
should
we kill
game
it.
plan.
yeah.
The
Although
safest
if we
option is
kill
to
it,
kill
then
it.
why does he even need to contain it?
That's fair, but how do we get it back? We
So
kill
to-
it and bring it.
To lay out the pieces for you, each one of those will do 1 hour. Travel by foot would take all day. Travel on horseback is an hour and a half to get to where you currently have seen the rock. However, from where you've seen it, or where you've heard that it's perched, its actual nest is on the peak of the mountain, which is much further.
So we should go by horse.
So those are the pieces of the puzzle. If you find a way around that, you find a way around that. If not, oh well.
Okay, so we need somebody to calm the horses currently. We need to make contact with it in a non-aggressive form.
Why do we need to calm the horses? They shouldn't be riled up. I already talked
Face
to
to
them.
face with that thing, though.
But they're not calm right now.
Well, no, what I mean is during the time when we actually face this beast,
When
we
we get
need
there,
somebody
we'll
to
deal
handle
with
the
it.
horses.
We do not have the means to get it from where we're going to the place without killing it.
Agreed.
But yeah, we
It's
do have
not-
to be flying with it.
Yeah,
It only
Depends.
lasts 2 hours. Even by horseback, it's way more than 2 hours away.
I thought it was an hour and a half.
We have
That's
to
the
lure.
one place
We
we
have to
last
lure it to
saw it.
outside the city.
Right, yeah, so if we were to get it closer, then we could do that.
Yeah, like we'd have a 30-minute grace period if we were able to get it around that same time the next day, immediately polymorph it, and then bring it. We'd have an hour and a half.
No, because it'd be a drag trip that my side a long way.
But if we can, because it was already flying over town here,
Yeah.
so we could I don't know what is
What if-
luring it here, but we could somehow try whatever we can try.
What
Like,
if before
I
the
can
when we
create-
get closer,
Jeffrey starts rebuilding, we use that area to lure it down?
I wonder if it's attracted to the sounds of, well, its kin. Because I have a minor illusion spell, I can make the same noise that it made in our faces.
You don't know what that sound was meant to do, though.
True.
Like, you don't know if it was screaming for help or to fuck off.
If we lure it using the sound again, we may be able to get a chance.
well,
It might be drawn to the sound because it sounds similar to its
Because
own.
it attacked us, and it attacked Jeffrey's house and took the cows.
That's sad. His house.
We can go buy a cow. We could.
We could,
We can go steal a cow.
we can
I don't
attach the
know
How about a
Hollywood
deer?
Get it to
potion to the
notice
cow.
these specific cows, but
How about a deer? If we're hunting, we will be going through the forest.
like how will we get it to notice specifically our bait?
What has been causing it to come and find people?
Hunting, most likely.
But is it though? Because it hasn't attacked anybody. That we know of.
It's a mystery. Well, if Jeffrey's house was one of the locations it's gone to before, I suppose we should start there.
Start what there?
Bait.
What's our bait?
Yeah.
Like I said, we have a hunter. We may be able to catch a deer wounded.
What if we polymorph one of us into a big rock?
Except for the fact that we can't control what it turns into.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, we can hope for the best.
You're gonna turn one of us into a mouse.
At least we'll see you. Maybe.
Well,
Same plan as before, I suppose. We do know it comes to the city. So we have a choice to make for going out to find it or staying in the city limit.
We also have a secondary choice. Capture it alive in its form, or kill it.
If we can polymorph it into something small, we take it. If it's bigger, we kill it then.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We have to make sure that we're within the means to get back on time before the first polymorph.
That's why I recommended we stay within either
are
the city
we
limit
near
or
any
Jeffrey's area.
guards?
You're still. I'd say at this point, you're right outside the city.
Is there a guard like within a just close by?
Same one
radius?
that approached you as you walked in.
How far away is he?
Maybe 100 feet away.
I'm gonna go walk over to him.
Okay. Yes, lass.
What are you guys doing to help protect the city from the big bird thing?
At this very moment, not much. Not much we can do. Just do our best.
Have you thought of making any plans to help do anything?
There's a search party going out for some of those who've claimed that it's not killing.
Do they know anything yet?
No.
Do you have any guards being sent to help with anything?
We don't know where to go, honestly. Not much info on this beast.
So if we had some information and a reason,
You know where it's...
good reason to believe we know where its like nest is, would some guards be inclined to go?
Yes.
Could they come with us since we're also working on the same task?
Depends. You gonna be able to wait? I can have guards go out tomorrow, but right now they're all busy. Trying to calm the folks.
How
Can't
long do
work.
we have?
Wait, tomorrow morning. You can't afford to work. Doesn't need to be.
But if you have information, I need to know.
I need people to come with me now.
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about that.
Well, who could do something about that?
No, this is in order. I can't go back around my orders.
Okay, I'm just asking a question.
He thinks for a second. Roll a persuasion check.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. I will create another search party for the morning. If you have any information on where that beast is, keeping its prey.
Could you have them meet us in this area? And by the south gate?
That one right there.
Yep, that one right there.
Yeah. I can have them meet you here in the morning.
In the morning.
Not a problem.
Cool. Perfect. Maybe. Hopefully. Any information we have will be disclosed then.
All right.
Okay.
I suppose. Where are you heading? Like, do you have a... Oh. I see. Right. Good luck. Don't die so we can get that info.
Should have sent some people with us. We'll see you in the morning.
Just shakes his head as you walk away. All right. So,
So we might have help in the morning, guys.
Lovely.
Cutting it pretty close.
I was really hoping you got that roll, because then he would have abandoned post and just went with you.
I was trying.
Giving me an NPC to play
I
with.
rolled a freaking 2.
It happens. So, you start making your way back to the rubble that once was the cabin you entered this world in.
I'm gonna go
Are
stand
you
on the
taking
top of it and
horseback?
Shake my
I
hand.
think we should take horseback. It'll just be faster.
I have to.
How many horses are you taking?
Well, we
'Cause
have
right now there are
3.
4.
Oh, there are 4. We
Yeah,
should
the
probably
one that
ask
the-
the guy before we take his.
Because I thought we had 2 of our own.
We had 3 of them.
3 of your own.
We found all 3 of them?
Yes.
Yeah, they all 3 went back to the barn. Safely.
Yes. Magic, I know. Wild horses, who knew?
They're not wild. They've been trained.
No, but like wild horses.
Oh, yeah.
Going wild. Definitely tell them, like, yo, if anything, if you see that,
Come back here.
yeah.
Go back
Like,
home.
meet us at, like, the rubble, not
Yeah.
freaking...
Please don't leave all the way. Promise we'll come get you.
All right. So, start heading that way on horseback. Well, little while goes by, and you hear the same caw out of the sky, but it's very distant.
This is where I'm gonna tell the horses if anything happens and we get separated, come back to the rebel pile. Rubble pile.
Rubble pile?
Yes.
Rebel pile.
So you're using another ethereum. And they all, at the same time, what?
Big bird dude up there, mean, scary.
Yeah.
If he comes and he scares you, meet at the big pile of rocks. We'll come back.
What pile of rocks?
That thing back. How far away are we from the rubble? Rubbish?
I would say you're almost there at this point, as you're talking to him.
Isn't that place
Like,
an hour and a
up?
half away from the city?
Like up to where we're going or to the
Yeah.
pile?
To the pile.
That pile up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Promise I'll feed you all well when we get back.
And and you just all hear Mackie just going, or I mean Zimri just going.
Have a good conversation with you.
Have a good combo. You should combo.
Combo conversation with you.
Nothing more attractive.
Still flying from 360 degrees.
And I'll say that we will pick up next time while you guys are getting to the rubble.
Lovely.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out World Anvil if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Alright. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Love you.